And most importantly, what should the state authorities do? That's a conversation this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. But I'll also be telling you about how the Accra Central Police Fire leaves over 140 homeless. And then as part of our Agribusiness Month conversation, you know, we've always been talking about the fact that agric is the way to go and the youth should get involved in agribusiness and everything. Okay, so if you're a young man listening or young woman listening to us this morning, and when I say if you're a young man or woman, you could also be young at heart, you know. I want us to do this. This morning, we're going to be having a conversation about the opportunities in agribusiness. So if you've always been thinking about what to do, if you've always thought about the need to have multiple streams of income, or your dream is solving Ghana's food need or food challenges, this is a conversation for you. We'll be sharing with you all the opportunities in agribusiness. Today's show is an opportunity to know how to go about it and how to achieve that dream of yours. Coming up now is the news at 6 with Mami Esi Nyamiche Thompson.
Deep in every heart, there's an answer. What will it take to make it real?
It's 6 days to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we on Love 99.5 and in all 16 regions of Ghana via partner stations. Also live on myjoyonline.com, X Spaces and YouTube. Coming up, Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council orders removal of unauthorized structures following recent disasters across the capital to improve public safety and reduce flood risk. We have details coming up shortly. Also this morning, minority in Parliament slams communications ministers over pawn ID proposal as it warns the bill won't pass in Parliament.
Governance is serious business, and I will advise my good friend Sam George that he should concern himself with things that would bring less burdens to the people of this country.
Also, fathers ask wives not to shield the good they do for the family.
The kids were like, "Oh, daddy, dear, you don't give us anything." And I said, "No, I've been giving everything to mama."
We have more as we tell you about the one thing you can do for your father on Father's Day. These and more with me, Mami Esinyamiche Thompson. Do stay. Now, the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council is set to remove unauthorized structures across the capital following recent floods, fire outbreaks and a fatal building collapse. In a statement signed by the Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Obenewa-Akwelu, the council said the exercise forms part of a series of measures aimed at improving public safety. Let's get into the details of that statement. It says, beyond the removal of unauthorized structures, the council will conduct a comprehensive audit of ongoing and recently completed multi-story buildings across the region. Buildings found to be in breach of approved permits, structural requirements or safety regulations will face legal and administrative sanctions. Authorities will also strengthen enforcement of planning, building and environmental regulations to ensure compliance. And it goes on to say that the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council will strengthen its oversight role by working through the Regional Spatial Planning Committee, and this is to improve how development is controlled at the district level, ensure better monitoring of planning decisions, and also make sure there is stricter compliance with building, land use and environmental regulations across the region. Moving on, the minority in Parliament has accused the government of focusing on the wrong priorities, insisting that a proposed law requiring Ghanaians to present photo identification before accessing pornographic websites will neither gain traction in Parliament nor become law. We'll hear from the ranking member on the Information and Communications Committee shortly, but first, listen to Communications Minister Samuel Nate George on the ID proposal.
We don't need to rewrite the script. Today in the United Kingdom, for you to access a pornographic website, you need to put your driver's license for them to be able to determine that you are 18 years. Because they've seen the danger and the damage that pornography and over-sexualization have done to a generation of young UK citizens. And that's why for us, we believe that in Ghana here, and we're working with going to cabinet on that, to make sure that before you access any X-rated site, you must put either your driver's license or your national ID card.
We can listen to the ranking member on the Information and Communications Committee, Matthew Nindam, who says the proposed bill is unnecessary.
We have a lot of things to do. Governance is not just about some of these things. Governance is serious business. And I will advise my good friend Sam George that he should concern himself with things that would bring less burdens to the people of this country. He should concern himself with it and leave this kind of statements he's been making. Because such a bill will not come to Parliament. It will not even come to Parliament, because if it comes to Parliament, it may not even fly.
Meanwhile, Sam George is rejecting calls for Parliament to reconsider the anti-LGBTQ+ bill. He insists work on the bill is completed and should be forwarded to President John Mahama for assent, despite concerns raised by Speaker Alban Bagbin over the approval process.
Parliament should transmit the bill, warts and all, irrespective of whatever drama may have conspired. Parliament has done its job, because the act of a rescission of a passage of a bill is alien to our standing orders. Everything that we do in this house, Parliament is a house of rules. If it was, respectfully to Mr. Speaker, it's not a house of appeals, it's a house of rules. And so if there's no rule in the rule book that gives us room to do what he wants to do, I'm saying that there's still a room in there. The presidency can come back to us and say, Parliament, reconsider 1, 2, 3, and we'll have that debate on the floor and then send it back.
Now, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, is urging African governments to increase funding for agriculture, warning that inadequate investment is undermining efforts to achieve food sovereignty and economic transformation. He made the statement at the 4th African Inter-Parliamentary Conference on Family, Sovereignty and Values in Accra.
Food sovereignty in the 21st century cannot be achieved through primary food production alone. We must move beyond producing the production of raw materials. Consider cocoa. Africa produces approximately 70% of the world's cocoa beans, yet receives only a fraction of the value generated by the global chocolate industry.
Vice President Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman has called on Ghanaians to exercise patience as government rolls out policies and programs designed to improve their standard of living. Addressing the 47th June 4 anniversary commemoration at Bandar Hinkro, she expressed concern about the country's unemployment situation and appealed to citizens to work with government to create a stronger system capable of generating sustainable jobs. There's more in this report by Precious Semevo.
The chairman of the United Cadres Front, Shine Garvey, warned of dire consequences if citizens continue to feel excluded from the democratic process.
The June 4 uprising demonstrated that there is always the need for ordinary citizens to determine, participate and enjoy the fruits of any democratic processes that determine their own destiny, well-being and survival. Overlooking it would surely have dire consequences in the 2028 elections.
The General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi Kwete, noted what he described as the growing desperation among people to attain leadership positions and appealed to party members to desist from such tendencies.
When people show too much greed, too much desperation for leadership, they are not real leaders. That's what we saw in Akufo-Addo. That's what we saw in Bawumia. And that has led to the cases that have followed this country between the 8 years that they've been here. Because when you are desperate, you lead the country into shame, into regret.
Vice President Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman underscored the importance of policies that improve the everyday lives of the people.
It bothers us too. I would have been the happiest if everybody had a job. I know it has not happened yet. We want to beg for your patience. Work with us as we make things better and as we improve the system.
Now, ahead of Father's Day celebrations, Ghanaian singer Bongo Fari has appealed to mothers to help their children understand and appreciate the sacrifices fathers make for their families, revealing that he once sold the equipment he depended on for his music career to raise money and save his wife during childbirth. There's more in this report.
He relies on gigs as a singer to make money for the home. In fact, he says at one point he had to sell the equipment he uses for his work to save his wife after childbirth. But what Bongo Fari does not understand is why his wife did not inform the children about the sacrifices he's made for them.
I remember when I was not having money and I have to sell my studio to save my wife's life and the baby's life at the cesarean session at the hospital. Later on, when my children grew up, they never knew what I went through to bring them into the world. My wife also didn't tell the kids. I put up money, I pay their school fees, I do a whole lot of things. So the kids were like, oh, Daddy, dear, you don't give us anything. And I said, no, I've been giving everything to Mama.
As Father's Day approaches, he has one request for mothers.
For example, when you give them something, at least they have to acknowledge that, oh, it's your daddy that gave us this. And then the children, it will go into the memory of the children. Because the memory of the children are very, is developing. So they can't really know who is who in the house.
So why not take a moment to celebrate your father by letting him know you appreciate his sacrifices? The Joy Safari Escape has it all sorted out for you. Book a slot today by just calling Lois on 053 100 3813. Mavis Kabukua's report read to you.
That's how we end the bulletin this morning. You're on Joy 99.7 FM. Up next is Business on the Super Morning Show Tuesday.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And And what they boss my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make I feel the gobe too small.
Go!
Yo, Pana! Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
When I say ABSA, you say yes. ABSA Bakiti, we go say yes this 2026 till your jobs be dropping down. Yes, you listening to me right now. I know you get dreams. A work is here. Like me, I want to buy that Porsche car I've been dreaming of. I move into my dream house. No landlord will say me. Join the ABSA family and let's help you say yes to your dreams with tailored banking solutions from loans, mortgages, credit cards to digital banking and more. Make 2026 the year of yes with ABSA. Your story matters.
Mom, please can I have some milk in my Milo?
Have you tasted it?
No, but I didn't see you add milk.
Hey, taste it before you ask me any questions.
Hey, milk na chum say.
This is Milo all-in-one. Milo Pampa, cocoa, malt, milk and show, everything is inside.
Milo All-in-One already comes with more milk. Just mix with water and taste the nourishing goodness of quality cocoa, malt, and more milk all in one sachet. Milo, the energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Big news from Stay Soft. Your favorite fragrances now come in a new ultra concentrate bottle with 4 times more fragrance. You get freshness that lasts and lasts long after the washing is done. A long-lasting scent that keeps your clothes fresh all day. Our family-sized bottle offers better value and conveniently lasts longer. Try the new Stay Soft Ultra Concentrate bottle today for freshness that lasts and lasts. This advert is FDA approved. Keep out of reach of children.
It's amazing. Mommy just needs to hold a tin of Ideal to know exactly how much milk is inside. Yesterday at the shop, immediately she picked a tin of Ideal milk. She said,
Ideal is heavier now. It's like they've added 15 grams.
Hey ma, you are guessing.
Me guessing? Ask at DPT.
Mummy is right. Ideal milk used to be 150 grams. Now it's 165 grams with a recommended retail price of 10 cedis 50 pesos. The 3 on 70 grams is also now 410 grams with a recommended retail price of 25 Ghana cedis.
Amazing!
Amazing is your mom.
Keep enjoying your favorite Ideal milk. Save Konko, more Ideal inside. This advert is FDA approved.
Cast your mind back to 2022. The prices were rising. The stress was high. Every liter of fuel felt like a sacrifice. Do you remember who stepped forward first? When others were comfortable with high prices, Star Oil chose you. We cut our own profits so you could keep your AC on, keep your engines running, and keep your life moving without the heavy burden. We gave you room to breathe when things felt tight. Because of you, our star savers, we became number 1. Today, the pumps are a battleground. Others are finally cutting prices because they have to. But Star Oil, we do it because we want to. Don't just chase a price, remember a friendship. We were there for you then, and with new innovations coming your way, we are here for you now. Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuels for all.
When the bills are mega.
When the plans are mega.
When the pressure is mega.
When the need is mega.
Then you need a mega answer. That answer is Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loan. Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loans promo is available to new and existing salaried workers, existing loan subscribers, including top-up customers and pensioners. Get support for personal needs, family priorities, school fees, home improvement, business business support, and more. Enjoy big loans, low rates with a quick and straightforward process designed to help you move without delay. Visit any Societe Generale Ghana branch today or call 030-2214-314. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM and the 6 a.m. news. Brought to us by Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. And Total Energies Total. We go the extra mile for you, which means we can bring you the Joy Business Report brought to us by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Mami Yesi, good morning again.
Good morning, Winston.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, as you can see,
I know today is your favorite day.
it is. I'm a bit under the weather also.
Oh.
I don't know, maybe because I stayed too long in the, in the car on Wednesday during the floods. But
yeah.
a bit under the weather. But hey, we're okay. There's a story you did about fathers. It got me thinking. We'll talk about that some later on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of fathers are not appreciated for what they do.
Mm.
I don't blame them. And I think I've said this before, that when my father was alive,
Mm-hmm.
every time it was Father's Day, the first call I got was from my mother. Now, she called me to wish me happy Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that was why she was calling.
Why was
She was calling to remind me to call my father and say thank you to him.
Mm.
So when mothers do that, and I'm not blaming women here, but I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you forget that you should let your children know what their father does for them.
At what age do you really need to start telling them that Daddy did this, Daddy did that, and is it something that they need to consciously do?
Well, when your husband gives you school fees and you are going to pay your child's school fees, you must let the child know that your father has given me money to pay your fees. What you're doing, some women go as far as saying, go and say thank you to your father for paying your school fees.
Mm.
The day my son came to me and said, Mommy says come and say thank you for paying my school fees. I didn't understand. I thought it was, oh, come on. I mean, what's this for? When you're paying school fees, it's normal. But after thinking about it, he kept asking questions about, okay, so you pay my school fees.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking, what? But that child then begins to understand, okay, my father is taking care of me. If you don't, it doesn't matter. He will grow. At some point, he probably will think that, oh, his mother did everything for him when he was growing up. Particularly if there's a breakup along the line where the child is unable to see you, the father, contributing to his upbringing.
Winston.
Yes, Mami Yesi.
I don't know, but okay. I agree that fathers must be applauded for the responsibilities they take on, in taking care of the children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about whether the children grow up and then start questioning whether their mothers did the job alone. I don't think it will be that if the mothers don't always tell their children that their fathers are doing this. Okay, what I think is this. Children see, especially by observation, they see a lot. You don't need to convince the child that my father
No, I'm not saying
is
convince
not,
the child.
what I'm saying
is that what I'm saying is that you see, what I'm saying is that because children observe, if you ask your wife who drops your child at school to go and pay the school fees.
Yes. Yes.
And then she says, let's go so that I pay your school fees. Okay. And she goes to pay the school fees. The child is observing. The next time, let's go so that I pay the fees. The child is observing.
Exactly. So you see,
but you see, the mother must then remind the child that your father And that's why I'm saying that.
All right. That's not a problem for me.
Me.
That's not a problem. Winston, let me just make this point. It's not a problem for me. But you see, mothers don't need to convince the child I'm taking care of you.
I'm not saying convince the children.
For me, it's actions.
I am saying that
the
when
child
you start,
will see.
When you start by doing these things, it stays with the children.
Okay.
Look, and I'll end on this note, and so that. But you see, the day my son said he wanted to wake up and learn for his exam. Okay, a young boy wanting to wake up and learn for his exam. Then around, how do I put it? I was going to work, so he saw me and asked me, "But did you go to work at midnight?" Because he planned to wake up at midnight. I was leaving the house around 4 a.m.
Your son planned to wake up at midnight
to learn for his exam, whatever he was.
At 7 years old.
Wow, that's what he wanted to do, and I won't stop you. So he woke up, but when he saw me going to work,
okay,
he said, "Daddy, but you go to work at midnight." I said I was going to work. The next time he asked me a question. He said, "Oh, so do you do this so that we would have a good life?" And I told him that, well, when you are a man, you must support the upkeep of your family. So then he asked, would I also do same? I said, that is the expectation society has of you.
Okay.
So you're also raising him to be responsible.
Right. That is good.
But having said that, I hope you are bringing your father for the safari escape.
I'll try. So unfortunately for me, I lost my dad
but you see,
18 years ago. And I also lost my godfather too.
Oh, but you see, you still have a father. Let me do the traditional way of doing things. You know, when your father passes on, Ubi Dinaze, you see,
it's
so that's
true.
your father.
My father, Mozi Nazen, honestly.
Ubi Dinaze, so it's the same line. I mean, so whatever you say,
I'll go and find a father figure.
And find, because you see, we did it for our mothers. Let's do it for our fathers. Okay,
I'll do that.
The safari escape. You can't miss that.
That's true. That's true.
You can't miss that. Saturday,
I'll have to go and
June,
get a father figure.
Charlie, we'll start breakfast at Safari Homes. Straight to Aqua Safari.
That would be exciting.
Charlie, the mini 90s jam at Aqua Safari is what I'm looking forward to.
You should. You actually need a break. And hearing all you're saying, you deserve
fathers deserve a break.
Treat.
Fathers deserve a break. But we want our children to buy for us. In case they don't want to buy, their mothers should buy for us.
We thank all fathers out there for the great job they're doing.
Okay. Let me see, this morning also, we're asking a question. Whose duty is it to fix the flood problem? And then, if you're a young man seeking to engage in agribusiness, I've got good news for you. Because this morning, we're going to be breaking down the opportunities in agribusiness. All of these coming up here on the Super Morning Show. Who gets the trumpet?
The Ghana National Fire Service. They're doing a great job.
They've been doing some great job, yes. So to the Ghana National Fire Service, we say, trumpets.
And it's the Joy Business Report coming up. Social Security and National Insurance Trustnet insists the scheme is sustainable and can pay contributors benefits over the next 40 years. Also coming up, cedi depreciation and energy costs emerge as key inflation concerns. We'll hear from the government statistician Alassane Idrisu. And later on Business Journal, we'll tell you how climate change is affecting fishermen and reducing their incomes. Details coming up. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Let's settle for the details now. The Social Security and National Insurance Trustnet is insisting that the scheme is financially stable and can pay full benefits over the next 40 years. The assurance follows recent sustainability concerns raised by the International Labour Organizations. But speaking on PM Express Business Edition, Director General Kwesi Afre said current data does not support the claims that SNIT cannot pay contributors benefits for the next 40 years and beyond.
The most recent actuarial report was made available to us this year. External actuarial report done by the Government Actuarial Department of the UK. The previous one was done by the ILO. That was based on 2020 numbers. And it flagged some issues that we needed to work on without which we could risk the scheme. The current available to us this year was based on 2023 numbers. And that one alone tells us that based on the new report, our sustainability has moved by an extra 40 years. That's even based on 2023 numbers. We are required to have an external actuarial exercise every 3 years. So at the end of those years, there will be another actuarial exercise into 2027. I am confident that that would even move us into safer waters. Why do I say so? Current government has no oil, so our liquidity is much stronger than it's ever been. That improves it. We have expanded on coverage.
You heard the Director General of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, Kwesi Afre. Government statistician Dr. Alasan Idrisu has warned that the recent marginal depreciation of the Ghana cedi could exert upward pressure on inflation in the coming months. He attributed the risk to rising global energy costs and ongoing tensions in the Middle East, which could affect import prices and domestic price stability. Dr. Idrisu made the remarks during the presentation of the Consumer Price Index for May 2026, which recorded an inflation rate of 3.5%.
Now, if you experience sharp appreciation of the exchange rate, then that would mean that you need fewer cedis to buy the same crude oil you were buying, and that boded well for the prices at the pump. Yes, in recent times, we are seeing a reversal of that because of the US-Israel war on Iran, where we've seen crude oil prices actually increase significantly. In fact, but for the interventions government came in to do in terms of suspension of some of the levies, we could have even seen prices of petroleum products increasing higher.
Dr. Alasan Idrisu is government statistician. Now, Goldfields Ghana has stated that its investment in local businesses is helping create stronger and more competitive value chains in the country's mining sector. In an interview with Joy Business on the sidelines of the 19th West African Mining and Power Expo, Vice President of External Affairs at Goldfields and President of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Michael Edem Akafia, said the company remains committed to supporting local businesses and investing in community development projects as part of its social responsibility.
Ahead of it becoming a requirement of local content, it was Goldfields that awarded a contract to an exclusively Ghanaian-owned fuel supplier. Today, that fuel supplier, in terms of volume, is number 4 on the national list. And that the founder of that fuel supply company acknowledges that Goldfields was a reason, essentially, for where it is at this point in time. Same for power, same for this. So we're not looking at this from one dimension, but from different dimensions. So there are suppliers that have become national players. In fact, not just national players, but international players. Zen Petroleum, which is the fuel company that I was referring to.
Now, as part of its sustainability agenda, Omni Basic Bank is embarking on initiative aimed at reducing the more than 90% of plastic waste that remains unrecycled in Ghana. Divisional head of the bank, George Tete Okanze, said the bank is committed to supporting efforts to reduce plastic waste and promote a circular economy through collective action and stakeholder collaboration. He made these remarks at the launch of Plastics, the Waste and the Management Booklet for Teens, an educational resource designed to raise awareness among young people about responsible plastic waste management.
The issue about plastics is one of the most devastating issues that the environment is facing currently. Even in the country, we've had our own flood issues. Even as at yesterday, there was just a small few minutes of downpour, and most of the communities were flooded. And a lot of this flooding is from the waste which is not recycled, waste which goes into gutters which are not picked up. Okay, so this initiative is one to address that. But as a bank, we also operate in communities. And as part of our sustainability principles, we want to work with our partners and the schools to ensure that those environments are filth free, and once the students are working, the businesses are thriving, the bank in itself would also thrive.
Fishing communities along Ghana's coast are facing growing uncertainty as climate change, illegal fishing and declining fish stocks threaten livelihoods. From Teshi to Pram, fishermen say unpredictable weather patterns, longer fishing trips and poor catches are making survival increasingly difficult, while experts warn the situation could worsen without urgent intervention. More in this report.
It's 4 p.m. here in Teshi. After more than 15 hours at sea, Emmanuel Marty, a fisherman, and Ernest Noti, also a fisherman, returned to shore, tired, frustrated, and empty-handed. For generations, the sea has been a reliable source of livelihood for coastal communities across Ghana. But today, that lifeline is becoming increasingly uncertain. Emmanuel has been fishing for 8 years. Originally from Pram Pram, he now travels to Teshi in search of fish, an indication of how unpredictable the ocean has become.
8 years, let me start in Pojuma. And in Pojuma, no, me start no. That time, no, Namu. That time, Kufuo, the type, Namu, Papa.
And have been fishing for 8 years. When we started, there was plenty of fish, but the situation is very different now. Fishing has become very difficult. Those days, we did not have to go too far before getting fish, but now that is no longer the case. Fishing seasons that were once dependable are no longer reliable. August, traditionally a peak period for abundant catches, no longer guarantees results.
Sometimes say you so bad, say so person or two. Now what I know so, why did the that time no yentimi compo. What I know about me change you be who or fee yentimi call.
The weather pattern is no longer consistent these days, and it is affecting us badly. For Ernest Noti, a fisherman with 12 years of experience, fishing is more than a job. It is a way of life passed down through generations. He began fishing with his parents and has depended on the sea ever since. But survival now comes at a greater cost.
When I was in school and went fishing, we used to catch so many fish. September and December were very good months for fishing, but now it is a different story.
Fishermen like Ernest are traveling further distances, sometimes as far as Axim in the western region, and even beyond Ghana's border to Ivory Coast, Guinea, and Liberia in search of fish. An agriculture economist, Dr. Shaibu Bani Azuma, explains that global warming is having a significant impact on fish stocks.
So currently we are experiencing some global warming, and what that means is that there will be temperature level rising, and for that matter, when the sea increasingly is getting hotter, there will be expansion of water bodies.
Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture, Emilia Alpha, says government is committed to implementing reforms within the sector to ensure sustainability and improve livelihood.
We have a shortage of fish production in this country. The demand of fish is 1.2 million metric tons a year for us to eat, to cover the 60% animal protein that comes from fish. The rate of depletion is frightening.
But for fishermen like Emmanuel Marty, Ernest Noti, and former SOA, the crisis is no longer a distant concern. It is their daily reality. An ocean that once provided abundance is now unpredictable. A livelihood that once sustained families is now uncertain. And the future that once seemed secure is now at risk. These fishermen say if urgent action is not taken, Ghana's coastal communities may lose more than just fish. They may lose a way of life.
And that was James Sessions' report for Business Journal. Let's do commodities market. Now crude oil is trading at $95 a barrel this morning. Gold lost about $34 to open trading at $4,440 an ounce. Also, cocoa open trading at $4,935 a ton after losing more than $100. In the currency market, dollar is going for 11 cedis, 95 pesos, and that's the rate some of the major commercial banks are offering to the clients. The euro is going for 13 cedis, 82 pesos. The British pound, on the other hand, is trading at 15 cedis, 98 pesos. The Forex bureaus, on the other hand, are selling $1 at 12 cedis, 55 pesos. And that's all for the business report this morning. I am Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson.
Thank you very much, Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson. I'm happy that the Ghana Chamber of Mines are forecasting a boost in investor confidence in the mining sector after government rules out nationalization.
Yeah.
I do not think that the government or the position of Ghanaians all this while has been nationalization. Because, look, government was not going to take over mining assets and say, enough, go home. No. What we've been talking about is that, okay, it's time for greater Ghanaian participation. Now, greater Ghanaian participation doesn't mean that go and take over, assets that are still under contract or under lease. No. What the minister said, and I was there, is that the government wants Ghanaians to participate more in that
the mining sector.
So, well, what constitutes more participation is what we will find out. And
Very important
And like I said to Ken Ashigbe at the event, what the minister said was subject to interpretation. My understanding is that Ghanaians should have a greater stake in the management of our mineral resources.
And my concern is also about capacity.
The other one has been solved. We have the capacity.
We have the capacity.
Oh, we have the capacity. But the contractors are Ghanaians. When you hear the mining companies, they talk about how they have a lot of Ghanaian contractors, and they are doing great things. So, even though people talk about the fact that they don't feel anything, many of these contractors are Ghanaians. You have ENP.
So skills? How about
skills are there?
Finance?
That is never a problem. It's not a problem.
Okay.
I mean, today, if Heath Goldfields, if ENP and Co cannot raise funds, then what business have they been doing all this while? So that is not a problem. Okay? Adamus is owned by a Ghanaian. They can raise funds. So it's not a big deal. Not at all. My inspirational song for today is one by Buju Banton.
Buju Banton.
Yeah, you know Buju Banton. Yeah, you know Buju Banton. You are
What's the song?
Champion. You know that song?
If you play it, I may.
Oh, you don't know Dance Like a Champion. You know that one?
No, I don't think I know that one.
Enjoy this one.
Me all walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. Tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me have the thing where you are waiting. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. How will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in. Why? Would you be would be more than dead to take your hand and lead you to the promised land? Me 20-foot dive on. All you got to do is be true, so let's go respond. Satisfy your emotion. Hotter for the press, instantly she was. She no old and tough, and she no got time no rust. Things smooth and precious like she never get a cut. Pants on to expand, I've got to all and pull up. Giddy up, me have to get you is a mouse. Think I walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, can tell me where you get it from. Not find your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me everything. But up on the call, you no look for them way. You look good enough against the matter what I can say. Put on your clothes, it's like a display. Man, I swear on a steer about night and day. Could you be my honey and the woman lay? We got just smile on her face and say, she want a man for do the work, not one for play. I'm a rattan man, she says she want one for stay. I'm would you wanna walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me got the thing where you want wait man. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl. How will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in. Why? I sing. Oh man, I want to settle down. Really start a plan to how you look. I come to one conclusion. Wow, you supposed to know the work, supposed to full of action. Music I play your ways and respect. Non-stop sticking just like a time bomb. Are you every man want slam? But you want another walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. Tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me got it where you want wait man. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. How will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in. Cry, but you will be more than dead to take your hand and lead you to the promised land. Be 20-foot dive on. All you got to do is be true, so let's go respond. Satisfying your emotion. Hotter for the press, instantly she was. She no old and tough, and she no got time no rust. Skin smooth and precious like she never get a cut. One son to expand, I got to all and pull up. Giddy up, me I forget you is a mouse. But you
Yeah, that's Buju Banton with Champion here on the Super Morning Show. Kwaku Asante.
Winston, Amoah. Good morning.
Charlie, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. At least today is Friday, so the weekend is on the horizon.
Oh, yes. And you know how we all love Fridays.
Yes.
Yeah. So
those days when I was much younger, there was a journalist that I used to talk to, and on Fridays he would post, "Thank God it's Friday." And I was in the university. I was like, "Thank God it's Friday." What does that mean? I mean, every day is Friday for me, apart from going to class and just being in Commonwealth. And then I started working, and Monday starts, you're already looking at Friday.
Yeah, it's like that.
So many.
You know, the whole history of Labor Day was that in the past people worked throughout the week.
What?
So yes, when the agitations for labor rights started, it was to have some days off. Okay, so I'm happy you understand.
We need to go towards adding Friday to the weekend so that we can do a 4-day weekday, 3-day weekend.
You eventually start asking for 3-day week.
No. 4-3 is a good balance. You see, Winston, you go and sleep today. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yes.
The moment Saturday ends, the weekend has ended. Because Sunday, you're mentally, you are already looking at a new week.
Tomorrow, for instance,
you are getting ready.
Tomorrow, for instance, at my fitness club, Bedo's Fitness and Fan Club, we'll go for a walk.
You are not killing a goat tomorrow.
It's not part of the plans for now.
But it can happen.
Oh, anything is possible.
Oh, yes.
With the Bedo's Fitness and Fan Club. After the walk, I'm sure today we'll be preparing for the walk. So what are we going to do? What mustn't we do? Someone could just say, "Oh, Charlie, I'm donating a goat," and Charlie, after that, we slaughter the goat and enjoy.
Then you enjoy. Wow.
Yeah, that's how we do it. These days, if you bring the goat, you take half home. If you donate a goat,
it's a good trade-off.
If you donate a goat, take half home.
Yeah.
Why? Let your family also enjoy the goat. It must not be enjoyed only by the members of the Fitness and Fun Club. But a bit under the weather this morning. But hey, Charlie, we move. Our Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality and Imperial General Assurance. And my tip to you every Friday, Charlie, you can have all the fun.
Yeah.
But please, do not take in alcohol and drive. Don't be like those who say, "As for me, I drive best when I'm drunk." It is not true.
It's not true.
Okay? So just make sure you do the right thing. Our fuel tip for today says, after refueling, always close your fuel tank cap properly before driving away. Now, a loose cap can lead to fuel loss, vapor release, and unnecessary risk on the road. Finish the process completely, and Comac says, do it right every time. Kwaku Asante, let's learn how to say it right, okay?
Yeah.
It's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Kwaku, today's word, M-O-T-H-E-R.
Mother.
Great. Mother.
Yeah.
It is not mother.
Some mother too. Mother.
No.
Sister mother.
No. Mother.
Mother.
Now, that vowel in there, even though you say O, but the vowel, when it comes to the sounds of English, is the vowel 10. It's not stressed. Mother. End of story. Mother. Then, because we are in the month of June, is father. Father. Okay. So, if you want to say it right, please, mother. My mother, not my mother. I don't know how we got that whole meta thing from. But let's say a big thank you to our partners, Kingdom Books.
Yes, if you're looking to upgrade your workspace or restock your essentials, Kingdom Books has something special just for you. Come through and enjoy unbeatable deals on all your stationery needs, from notebooks, pens, printers to school and office supplies. Whether you're a student, teacher, or a business owner, we've got everything you need to be organized and productive. And that is not all. You have to transform your space with our stylish and affordable home and office furniture, from comfortable office chairs and study desks to modern home pieces that brings life to your space. Quality meets affordability right here. Bring the big discounts up to 70% quality products. Bring your family, tell a friend, and don't miss out on these amazing offers at Kingdom Books and Yard Sale. Visit Kingdom Books office at Osu, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Kingdom Books Yard Sales. Shop smart, save big. For inquiries, contact Kingdom Books and Stationery on 050-140-1050 or 0244-311-955.
And you know, Kwaku, from growing businesses to completing that building project and supporting education or family, you know, many Ghanaians are already doing mega things with the mega loans from SG Ghana. It's now your turn with even lower interest rates and more competitive rates. Achieving your dream is now possible with SG Ghana's mega loans promo. Salaried workers of SG Ghana listed companies, pensioners, and eligible customers can access support for personal needs, family commitments, home projects, and more. There's still time, so from now till July 2026, apply and enjoy big loans at small rates. Yes, very low rates and a fast, hassle-free process that helps you to get moving sooner. So visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 0302-214-3144. More details about the SG Ghana Mega Loans promo today. T's and C's apply. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. Well, let's get into the newspapers now, brought to us by Syntex Tanker, Stronger Tough, and Kwaku Toothpaste, Happy Smile, Star Oil, quality and affordable fuel for all.
Let's start with the Daily Guide. Jen said condemns Dr. Amoah over Ekusia Kumar comment. Abronya DC remanded for failing to surrender passport. MCL Ghana launches Grand Panache, appoints Michael Blackstone as ambassador. Audit Service Board, Auditor General over staff promotion comes to the photo of Johnson Ekuya, the Auditor General, and then prevent Hajia for real from accessing my children. RNAQ's ex-wife as far as some new processes in court.
Semu. Now, the daily graphic for this morning says 24-hour economy to create 1.7 million jobs by 2028. Guzi Tano. How many jobs has it created so far? Finance Ministry releases 1.67 billion for agri sector and biodiversity. The Goldfields Way is on page 16 and 17. Nation to produce first vaccine in 2027. Vaccine Institute drives local initiative. And the back page, Black Stars begin final World Cup build-up in USA. Opoku sees promise in Wales display. And Atizigi claims #1 jersey.
The News Center, June 3 disaster victims cry to Mahama for justice 11 years on. Claims against ICOM's false. Nick Danswe J is speaking. Ghana Link challenges detractors to provide evidence. And then mixed signals expose government of anti-LGBTQ bill. That is the minority speaking. And then Lane Osei-Bonsu's quiet revolution in girls' empowerment. If you go back page, inflation rises to 3.7% in May. Trust capital stability work together to drive confidence. That is the second deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana, Matilda Asante.
Okay, so the Ghanaian publisher for this morning, MCL, unveils Grand Panache, names Michael Blackstone as brand ambassador, and minority defense, anti-LGBTQ plus position, slums NDC hypocrisy, ICOM stable and functional Ghana Link, and group slums attack on Akosua Menu, and Buperua honors Sami Jemfi for exemplary leadership. Okay, let's go online now. The online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Well, Zenith Bank says stay alert. Shine your eye when someone calls claiming to be from Zenith Bank. Fraudsters can sound professional. They can be confident and convincing. They may ask you to confirm your account details to help resolve a supposed problem or secure your account. Remember, Zenith Bank will never ask you for your PIN, password, or OTP over the telephone, email, or via any channel. If a caller asks for this information, do not share it. End the call immediately and contact Zenith Direct on 0542 000 111, that's 0542 000 111 or 0302 680 884. Shine your eye, spot the fraud, stop the fraud. A message from Zenith Bank in partnership with the Ghana Association of Banks. MyJoyOnline.com. SNIT's biggest challenge isn't technology, it's getting Ghanaians to use it. That is Kwesi Afre Baini speaking. From months to days, SNIT now processes pension claims in just 7 days. All of that from that big interview that George Rafe did with a SNIT boss. Focus on data prices, not porn ID policy. Yindam tells Sam George. I wonder where you stand on this new proposal to make sure that if you are accessing porn websites, you can show your ID card. Ghanaians feel shortchanged. Steve Mantiao explains.
I listened to Matthew Nyindam yesterday.
Yeah.
On
Top Story.
Contrary to what he says, he makes a point.
Yeah.
That as for children, yes, you shouldn't watch. But why should an adult be made to show his ID card?
Yeah. I mean, they are trying to verify your age.
How do we know that person is not a child?
Yeah, so that child may have gotten hold of his father's ID card.
You are not a child.
Yeah.
So if you and I, if we decide to go and watch, how does the website tell that we are adults?
By your ID card, it should see your age on it.
That's it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay? So first of all, that's the first point. If you don't want anybody to know that you are watching, don't watch.
Don't watch.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
But as for the children,
We
let
have
us
to find
protect
a
them.
way
Let's
to-
protect them.
Yeah.
You see, anything that protects children, I am in support of it.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think anybody wants children exposed to porn.
So if you think,
at very
if
early age.
you think
Yeah.
that that's what you want to do, go and buy and watch.
And watch. Can go and buy the CD.
Yes, go and buy and watch. If you don't want anybody to ask of your age.
Oh God.
But let us protect our children. Let us not expose them to these things. So I agree that we must protect children. And for me, that's the most important thing.
Right, let's do some inside stories now. Abronya DC remanded for failing to surrender passport. Story by Jibril Abdul Razak. Says the High Court in Accra yesterday ordered the arrest and remand of Bono Regional Chairman of the NPP, Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronya DC, for failing to surrender his passport to the registry as part of his bail conditions. What started as a request by Abronya DC through his lawyers for the court to waive the order on him to deposit his passport at the court registry so that he can travel to the UK ended in him being remanded after it came to the attention of the judge that he had failed to surrender the passport. Abronya DC was remanded into the custody of ENI by a second court on May 13 after he was arraigned for some comments he made about a circuit court judge sitting at Adenta. His lawyer subsequently filed an application at the High Court seeking bail pending a trial before the lower court. The application was granted by Justice Halima El Alawa Abdul Basit, who admitted him to a bail of 100,000 with two sureties to be justified. He was ordered to surrender his traveling documents to the registry to the court. The court said he could not travel out of the jurisdiction without his permission. Abronya then filed another application before the High Court asking it to vary the terms of the bail and waive the requirement for him to surrender his passport to the registrar of the court. His lawyer, Daniel Manteado, moving the application yesterday, prayed the court to consider the application because Abronya is set to begin school on June 14. But at the end of the day, it was found out that Abronya had not complied with parts of the bail conditions. And so the judge said he should be caged until he complies fully with those conditions.
Anyway, now let's get to the daily graphic for this morning. And the story that we are interested in, story on page 13 says 24-hour economy to create 1.7 million jobs by 2028. So it says the presidential advisor on the 24-hour economy and accelerated export development, Guzi Tano, has disclosed that the government's flagship 24-hour economy program is projected to generate 1.7 million productive jobs by 2028. Speaking at the Ghana Diaspora Town Hall meeting with President John Dramani Mahama at the Ghana High Commission in London last Sunday, Mr. Tano disclosed that 4 major agreements signed within the past 90 days already accounted for over 160 of those jobs. So these are the projects in motion. He outlined specific projects already in motion, including the Buipe Solar Farm in the Savannah region, a 1.5 billion facility that would deliver 13,000 jobs. He said the project would provide the lowest industrial electricity tariff the country has ever seen, and also sized the Kambunle oil palm anchor project valued at 300 million. That would deliver 120,000 jobs to close the country's vegetable oil import deficit. And the bioenergy biofuels program at Buipe and Damango will deliver 30,000 jobs and save 450 million annually in foreign exchange, while the Tamale Air Cargo Hub, which has been demarcated for 2 operators, will commence operations in 2027. So there you have it.
Yeah. Let's do some more stories. My John Indecom, government considering mandatory photo ID checks for pornographic websites. Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nati George, has disclosed that government is preparing a policy proposal that will require users to verify the identity and age before accessing pornographic websites in Ghana. Speaking at the 4th Pan-African Inter-Parliamentary Conference on Family Sovereignty and Values, the Ningo Prampram MP said the proposal is intended to prevent children from being exposed to explicit content online. According to him, the policy is currently being prepared for cabinet consideration and could require users to provide either a driver's license or a national identification card before gaining access to this website. But there's a reaction already coming in from Matthew Nyindam, the minority ranking member on that the communications committee, who is saying that some judges should focus on data prices and not porn ID policy. Ranking member on Parliament's Information and Communications Committee, Matthew Nyindam, has urged the Minister of Communications, Sam George, to prioritize reducing data costs and improving digital access rather than advancing what he describes as controversial policy proposals. He spoke yesterday on Top Story, and there's a quote there, all of that on myjoyonline.com.
Well, that's interesting. And like I made the point, children must be protected.
Yes.
If you're an adult and you're concerned about submitting your ID details and all of that, don't go to the website.
Yeah.
It's simple.
So, let me do these stories having to do with Hajia Faro. They are all in the Daily Guide. First is that process that has been filed by former wife of RNAQ to prevent Hajia Faro from accessing her children. An application filed by counsel for Miss Joanna Kwe, the former wife of businessman Richard Niama Kwe, for an order compelling payment of maintenance and a variation of the custody and access to the children granted to RNAQ by the court has resulted in a fierce examination of the lifestyle of his well-known concubine, Mona Montrage, aka Hajia Faro. An application filed on behalf of Joanna Kwe on May 21 by her lawyers, Dami and partners, Ms. Kwe prayed the High Court to vary the custody orders given the court, and she sought the High Court to prevent a concubine of the respondent, Mona Montrage, aka Hajia Faro, from having access to her children. Arguing the application, Godfrey Debo Adame told the court that a grant of fortnightly access to RNAQ exposes his children to unnecessary moral and social hazards because of Hajia Faro's previous conviction. But in the same Daily Guide, Hajia Faro appears on U.S. West of the West criminals list. Socialite and musician Mona Montrage, popularly known as Hajia Faro, has appeared on a list published by the U.S. Customs and Immigration Enforcement, ICE, highlighting individuals described as, quote, West of the West criminals facing deportation already deported. The list released by ICE and DHS features 355 West African immigrants, including 30 Ghanaians. It contains the names, photographs, and crimes associated with that. And Hajia Faro was included on the list for her involvement in fraud-related offenses. The details published by ICE indicate that she was arrested in Philadelphia before being deported to Ghana. Her appearance on the list follows a conviction in the U.S. of a romance fraud scheme that targeted victims for financial gain. Well,
okay, well, I've seen that list. I'm a bit about, but I'm told that RNAQ is denying any relationship with Hajia Faro.
I see.
Well, I just adopt a wait and see attitude.
Yeah.
You know, the case is in court, and we'll see how it turns out. But look, for the sake of their children, I always advise couples to do these things without bringing them into the public domain.
Yeah.
Okay, because once you have a child with a man or a woman, look, note this: it is better to settle all your disputes nicely and privately. As for the public, would love it, would read it and discuss it. But at the end of the day, you go home, think about the children. It's time for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Drugs. But now that decision is showing its age. On the inquiry this week, is Portugal's drugs policy in need of reform?
The Inquiry. To listen, search BBC The Inquiry online or wherever you get your BBC podcasts. Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
Today, we meet the founder of one of India's top fintech companies. He shares his journey from repeated rejection and being punched in the face to building a $7.5 billion company at the heart of India's digital payments revolution.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up from the BBC World Service, The Interview, conversations with the people shaping our world. With me, BBC News Chief Presenter Katrina Perry. For this episode, I speak to David Miliband, President of the International Rescue Committee and former British Foreign Secretary. As the world navigates challenges posed by multiple humanitarian crises across the Middle East and Africa, organizations like the IRC are also having to adapt how they respond to these, following substantial cuts to international aid.
That means that children in Afghanistan who we were teaching are no longer being taught. It means that a health center in South Sudan for refugees from Sudan is no longer open. It means a reduction also in health facilities in the Democratic Republic of Congo. There's a moral argument for an effective aid system, but there's also a strategic argument because this is a connected world.
David Miliband, hear more on The Interview after the news.
BBC News with Moira Alderson. President Trump says he's spoken directly to the Iranian-backed group Hezbollah about a possible end to fighting in Lebanon. He told reporters at the White House Hezbollah, which is prescribed in the US as a foreign terrorist organisation, had called him about it.
I will tell you, they called us and they said, how about stopping? And I think you're going to see things happen over there. That's been like a little bit of a different world, but it's interconnected with Iran. And it would be really nice if Lebanon could have some peace. Lebanon's been under attack for so many years and always like an underdog.
Mr. Trump claimed Hezbollah had not rejected the US proposals for peace, but earlier the group called the plan a surrender. A major developer of artificial intelligence, Anthropic, says their latest, most advanced AI systems are beginning to show signs they could escape human control. The American company, which makes the Claude family of large language models, said its own data had shown AI dramatically speeding up its self-improvement, narrowing the human role at each step. The co-founder of the company, Jack Clark, told the BBC there needs to be a way of slowing the development of artificial intelligence.
At some point in the future, you might say, let's get all of the benefits we can for, say, biology and medical research, and let's take a pause or take a moment on AI research where we can absorb the societal changes implied by this.
Scientists in Britain say they've safely carried out the first human trials of a vaccine designed with the help of artificial intelligence. A single jab could train the immune system to give protection against thousands of variants of viruses, including Ebola and bird flu. Here's James Gallagher.
Vaccines train our body to fight infection, but some viruses are so adept at changing their appearance and mutating that we have to constantly play catch-up. The team fed genetic codes of a range of coronaviruses into an artificial intelligence tool. It produced a so-called super antigen. It's a key component of a vaccine that might train the immune system to give protection against the entire family of coronaviruses, even if they've never infected people before or if they started to mutate. The antigen has been tested in small safety trials, but it's too soon to know if it would offer protection.
Family members of some of those killed by the Air India crash in the western Indian city of Ahmedabad have told the BBC the airline has offered compensation only if they gave up their right to sue the company, the aircraft manufacturer or anyone else. An investigation is ongoing in what led the aircraft to crash shortly after takeoff a year ago, killing 260 people. The amounts promised vary wildly from $1,000 to about $500,000. Air India says the settlement offers are fair and within the law. BBC News. Prosecutors in El Salvador have said gang leaders currently on trial will be sentenced to thousands of years in prison. Nearly 500 members of the MS-13 gang are accused of crimes including racketeering and murder. Nearly 100,000 people have been arrested in a self-styled war on gangs. Critics say many have been detained without evidence. The United States is imposing new economic sanctions on the Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel and some of his immediate family as Washington ramps up pressure on the communist-led island. The U.S. Treasury Department's website says some affiliated people and entities, including members of the Castro family, had also been targeted. Voters in a district of the South Korean capital, Seoul, blocked a polling station after a shortage of ballot papers delayed or prevented people from voting in local elections on Wednesday. The protesters stopped ballot boxes from being taken away after a higher number of people than expected came to vote. President Lee Jae-myung has expressed deep regret at the situation. The elections were widely seen as an early test of his first year in office. Australian authorities in New South Wales have seized more than 100,000 live cockroaches from an illegal commercial breeder. It's thought the vertebrates were destined for the pet market. Katie Watson has more.
Authorities seized cockroaches with a street value of as much as $143,000. They included Madagascar hissing cockroaches, some as big as the palm of a hand, as well as dubia roaches. The insects are often fed to pet reptiles, but neither species can be legally imported into Australia or kept, bred or sold. According to the Department of Climate Change, Energy, Environment and Water, the cockroaches spread disease and can harm native wildlife and agriculture. They also urged any reptile owners who'd been using these roaches as food to seek alternatives, including crickets.
BBC News.
Challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank.
Oh, okay.
And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle. And the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better, pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I on your side, Fidelity.
Mom, please can I have some milk in my Milo? Have you tasted it? No, but I didn't see you add milk. Hey, taste it before you ask me any question. Hey, milk na chum say. This is Milo all in one. Milo pampa, cocoa, malt, milk and show, everything is inside.
Milo All-in-One already comes with more milk. Just mix with water and taste the nourishing goodness of quality cocoa, malt, and more milk all in one sachet. Milo, the energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
It's the season of goals, the tense moments, the thrilling moments, the unforgettable winning moments. And now, your winning moment could be next. Buy a Samsung Galaxy device from now till July 3rd from any authorized dealer and stand a chance to win Samsung TVs every week. From Galaxy phones, tablets and watches to refrigerators, microwaves, and even an 85-inch Samsung TV to upgrade your matchday experience at home. Visit samsung.txtghana.com after purchase and enter your details to enter the weekly draw, and you could be one of our lucky winners. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
My fellow Ghanaians, presenting to you the authentic firefighter, Sankablo Cables. These days, we hear less of fire outbreaks because Sankablo Cables, they guard for every Ghanaian. From the building contractor to the electrical engineer, Sankablo electrical cables are their best choice. Proudly made in Ghana, Sankablo deals in electrical cables, PVC pipes, sockets, and switches of all kinds with 99.99 pure copper. My fellow Ghanaians, if light one want travel, now San Cablo be the motto. San Cablo cables are carefully built in different shades of colors to suit the needs of Ghanaians and our weather condition. Always remember to use San Cablo quality electrical cables and accessories for your wiring. For bulk purchase of your PVC pipes, socket, switches, electrical cables, please contact 0530-774-774. San Cablo from Side Go House. Now we be the plug. Approved by the Ghana Standard Authorities.
From the heart of Africa we stand, building dreams across the land. Every step we did your side, helping you rise, taking you higher. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we go there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
Syntax Tango. Syntax, hey, tough, hey, strong. If you want quality, this be where you belong. Syntax, hey, tough, hey, strong. Oh, gonna shout, sing the song. When the sun they hot, Syntax no break. When the rain they fall, still no shake. Builders they choose and plumbers they prove. Any project you they start.
I'm going on leave. Oh.
Hey, Abna, every year when you take your leave, you travel. Last 2 years, Dubai. Last year, Singapore. Hey, so this year, where are you going to?
This year, I'm going to change on channel.
But how are you able to do this, Abna? Because the last time I tried, I got scammed.
Oh, I booked my travels with Waka Now. They have well-curated holiday packages for your holiday plans. This includes your visa, hotel, travel insurance, tours and flights, and everything.
That is nice. But how can I reach them?
Call 024-243-551. Follow at Waka Now Ghana. Visit wakanow.com.gh. Download our app or walk into our travel centers in Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, and Tamale. Waka Now. Let's go.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302-680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Joy 99.7 FM.
It's Friday! Live
children is he who is a foolish dog, bark at a flying bird. One sheep must learn, children, to respect the shepherd. Jolly children, yeah. Jolly children, yeah. Jolly children, yeah. Jolly children, yeah. It's Friday. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Please give me a chance so I can make my confession. Although I was wrong, won't you please overrule your objection and give me one chance so that I can make things up with you. I must apologize, 'cause I'm so sorry to treat you so cruel. Although I was wrong, seem I was only playing a fool. So just one more chance so we can talk this thing forward. One more chance, 'cause I don't wanna end as the loser. Oh, 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 oh.
prophesying equal rights and justice to the nation right now.
Coffee in your cup, enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7
and told us black man is dead. But I weep not at all, for I know that one man just got dead and buried 3 times.
Come on, my people, it's our business.
Let's talk about down, come on, down in Jamaica, where Gabby come from.
Coffee in your cup, enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And I give thanks for the fullness within the firmaments. It's golden days and blossoming nights, His gently hands. Made I man, son of Him, life was divided. In sweet harmony come it, woman and children, are we a warrior? Are we a warrior? Okay, baby, it's too big. Let not your arrow from your bow. Faith is the mountains, so silent and filled, fountains of waters. For us, all His loving creatures, He gave us wisdom and knowledge, understand His love. Do we have to have a war? Are we a warrior? Love. Are we a warrior? Are we a warrior? Oh, Cupid, it's too bad. Let not your arrow from your bow, so hold it low and never let it go. What cause you have a pistol in your hands, Lord? Is it for to shut the man down dead? Do we have to have a storm, Lord? Why can't we become like a lamb, Lord, Lord? It's not only when there's a small confusion, it is a war. There are the ways as well, sometimes being confused within your own head, because at times hearts get heavy than a warrior. Are we a warrior? Are we a warrior? Oh, Cupid, it's too bad. Let not your arrow from your bow, so hold it low and never let.
And that's Ijaman Levi.
Take a look
Are we a warrior?
And tales of and true stories.
Go Asante.
Papa Winston.
Let me say good
Reggae
morning.
I-9 morning.
Yeah, let me say good morning to my chief officer when I was in Mali school, Jerry Ajololo.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You were around. You were in school at the same time.
He was my senior. Yes, he was my senior. Okay. But he was chief officer. That's what you call school prefect.
Oh.
But in Mali school there are officers.
Yeah.
And then there's the chief officer. So he was the school prefect.
I see.
You know, there was something we did in Mali school at the time. You know, there was a by-election every year. Do you know why?
Oh, really?
Yes.
By-election?
Yes. So in those days when I was there, every house would present a candidate. Okay? So we would elect house captain. Then the house captain represents the house to contest as chief officer. Wow. If you win, then your house would organize a by-election to elect another house captain.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the house becomes the political unit.
Yeah.
Then you present the candidate. And, you know, until we lost it in my year, my house had always had either chief officer for a very long time, not always, had it for a very long time, had either chief officer or assistant chief officer. So the chief officer's, cubicle was in my house.
Oh, okay.
Then we lost it in my year. Then we sagged it. You said we will not allow it
to come and stay there.
Because then in Lincoln House, every time we present a candidate, we had a female, our girls, Slezzer House, who would always support us.
Yeah.
So once we get a Slezzer support, then we'll look for some one or two in the other houses.
World Bank.
Oh, then we'll move. We'll win.
That's an interesting political arrangement for senior high school. That's great.
It's great. So
that was well thought through.
Yeah. So Jerry Ajololo was chief officer, and he loves reggae. So I know. Hey Charlie, the messages that people are sending, I'll read all those messages.
Yes.
But earlier, I was having a conversation with Mamiesi, about fatherhood.
Yeah.
And how sometimes it's important to let children know what fathers do. So this is a message that someone sent me. And after that, I would share with you Safari Escape for Fathers. It says, look, Winston, tell Mamiesi that I can walk her to a family that experienced a mother who consciously ensured that the ever-traveling husband who footed all the bills was hated until one child who thought she had had enough of her father's supposed wickedness confronted him. The children were shocked to learn the truth, but the harm was already done.
Yeah.
They had hated him so much that reconciliation has come to a lukewarm relationship. It is very real.
It's a very good point. And these days, usually when Father's Day come up and people on Twitter will be like, these are deadbeat fathers, they are not available, they are not attending the children's games in school, they are not going for PTA meeting. It's a nuanced conversation. There are parents, there are fathers out there who are hustling, who are struggling to make ends meet. So they go out there. Your father go out there in the morning, he comes back in the evening. You don't see him. You don't see him at the PTA meeting, so you think he's not available. But he's the one making sure that everything is working. He's the one making sure that every bill is paid for. Look at this man, traveling, going up, down, making sure that the system is well oiled. But they should also, this father is not available.
You see, I'll tell you something. When I was growing up, I didn't see my father. You see him once a while, maybe over the weekend, because then the Daily Graphic, had this column focused on rural development between 1987 thereabout to 1991. Kwaku. And that was my father's column. So at the time, he traveled the 110 districts of Ghana, reporting on, the developmental challenges in all those districts. So we didn't see him, once a while, and a few times he was home, he would drive us to school, and we're very excited. But consistently, my mother would remind you of the fact that, when your father comes, even what she could do, probably say, when your father comes, I'll talk to him so that we'll do this. So you grew up knowing that, my father will come. And once my father comes, this will be sorted. Later on, when I was old enough to know things, when I was going to secondary school, I knew that all I had to do was to go and take school fees from my father. And my mother would buy the provisions that I take to school. It wasn't until the final term when I was writing my SSC that I saw my father come to school and say to me, what you're saying, oral English, not to say, provisions.
Yeah.
It was that last time that he was coming to check on me after the first paper, and he said, okay, then take this. But I always knew that, once I go and take my school fees, once I vacate, I put a receipt on my father's table. When we are reopening, I say, time and I work, okay, then he'll give you the school fees. That's it.
Yeah.
When you take that one, you look for your mother.
Yeah.
She'll give you the provisions. But your chop money, pocket money, will come from your father.
Yeah.
They have done it nicely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I am saying that sometimes you must remind children of what their father is doing. If the father is not present, they will be asking questions.
Yeah.
So remind them that, daddy is not around because he has to do this and that for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, one day, at the time, I think my son was 6 or 5 years. He asked me that, Daddy, so do you have to suffer or no? Do you struggle? Do you have to stress yourself so that we can have a good life?
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I was like,
because he woke up at midnight and saw me going to work.
Yeah.
No, not midnight. It was around 4 a.m.
Yeah, don't.
But he said it was midnight because the whole place was dark.
Yeah.
He said, so you work at midnight?
Yeah. You see, most times the kids will wake up in the morning. You're
gone.
You're already gone.
If you're like
and
me,
then,
you're gone.
You're gone. And then by the time they are back from school, maybe you're not back there. You're not back. They'll be there. You come back later.
It's the reason this Father's Day, I say, let's celebrate our fathers. Let us celebrate our fathers. One of my friends says, Amega, good morning. The women of our time wants to take credit for everything. Oh, really? Well, at least I got to know that because my wife had sent my son to come and say thank you, for paying my school fees. And that's when I realized that, so she's actually sending me a signal. But Asante, look, call or WhatsApp this number, 053-100-3813, okay? 053-100-3813 and get a ticket for the Safari Escape. It is only 4,000 single, 6,000 double, 10,000 family.
Wow.
Yes. Charlie, let's have a good time.
Yeah.
And someone sent me a message. I don't have his permission to mention his name, so I'm not going to mention his name. But the message he sent to me is that good advocacy to celebrate fathers.
Yeah.
However, I hope the associated bills don't fall on the fathers. Please.
Yes, Father's Day. That Mother's Day will come. No one has to take your mother there. Father's Day will come. You are celebrating father. Father is the one still footing the bill. It's not easy, father.
I know we don't have to do that to the fathers. See, let us celebrate the fathers.
Yeah.
Foot the bill for your father.
Yeah.
And see, let our wives also do something. If you say your husband is not taking you out, don't worry. Ask for the 20th of June. Tell him that, dear, I have bought a ticket. Let's go.
Let's go.
If you are very good with money, you can find ways and means of taking the money from him. That's between you and your husband. That one is between you and your husband. But please, take your husband out. Take him to Aqua Safari. It's a Safari Escape.
Yep.
Because, Auntie,
you
should join us.
Yeah.
You should join us.
So those of us who are not fathers yet, we can still join, right?
Oh, you can join because you'll be a father.
Yeah.
But you still take care of people, right? So you're a father.
It's not easy.
No, so you see, there'll be island party experience, boat cruising, swimming, board games, lawn tennis, animal feeding, and many more.
Okay.
You take care of people.
Yes.
So you're a father.
Siblings.
When it's time for Mother's Day, do we just
celebrate
all women?
Yeah.
Why should when it's time for men, then we say, let's actually celebrate responsible fathers. No. You are a father. You take care of others.
Yeah.
So you are a father. You are performing fatherly roles.
Yes.
Okay? Good. So, folks, let's do this for our fathers. And I want, the women to actually lead this. And if you're a child, look, don't say, next year I'll take my father. And I say this because I also had plans for my father. Okay?
Yeah.
Until we spoke Wednesday, Thursday, I'm told he's not feeling well. Saturday, he's passed on.
Yeah.
So, and on Wednesday when we spoke, we're discussing, great things.
Yeah.
As always, you're looking into the future, but you don't control time. So I beg you, do it now. Okay? Do it now. Take your father along. Spend some time with your father. There are things he will tell you you'd never imagine. Okay, so that's it for Father's Day. But this morning we're asking a question. Fixing our floods. Whose duty is it? But if you want to get into agribusiness and you're asking yourself, where do I start? What do I do? This morning, the show is for you, Kwaku, because we're going to be sharing with you the opportunities in agribusiness. There are lots of them. Do you know that, Kwaku Asante, do you know that you can actually make business, make money, okay, by deciding without any, how do I put it, without any farm. You decide that you'll be an aggregator, and that's it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, you can. I am telling you that, look, I realized that somebody buys pork from me, and the person sells the pork 80% more than the value they bought it from me.
What?
Yes. So you can just do same. You could say, okay, I want to aggregate cashew and sell. I want to aggregate cocoa and sell.
Is that what they call the middleman?
Yes, if you want to say so. You call them middlemen, but you see, they actually make the business also. Because if you are into pig farming, it gets to a point when they grow and you're still keeping it, they eat too much to maintain the same weight. They eat a lot. And they are hurting you. If they eat too much too and you're not careful, they could put on fat. And if they put on a bit of fat,
then
it reduces
frail and all of that.
It reduces the value you can get for it. So why don't you let them go? So if you want to let them go, otherwise you probably will convert them to breeding stock. But you may also not have space.
So you see? Aggregator will come for them.
Yes. So this morning, that's what we're going to be getting into here on the Super Morning Show. But you know, breakfast is special, always special, and already special. But with Nido, it just got even better. Now with Nido 10 plus 1 promo on our 14 gram and 23 gram packs, you have 10 plus 1 more reasons to enjoy breakfast. Buy one strip of our promo packs and get 11 sachet instead, one extra sachet free. That's more smiles at the table, more creamy goodness fortified with iron and more value for your family, because your breakfast deserves a little extra. Promo runs while stock lasts. T's and C's apply.
Are you an electrician, an estate developer, a contractor, or a dealer in electrical cables and accessories? And you're looking for premium quality materials for your homes and projects, whether residential, commercial, or for industrial use, then San Cablo got you. When it comes to strong, durable, and fire-resistant electrical cables and accessories, trust San Cablo. It's proudly made in Ghana with 99.99% pure copper and certified and approved by the Ghana Standards Authority and in the Energy Commission. From house wiring to big projects, we have all sizes and colors ready, from 1.5 millimeter square to 25 millimeter square cables, flexible cable switches, sockets, multi-lamp holders, and many more. No dollar, no shortcuts, just pure quality you can rely on. Everything complete. Ask for San Cablo cables and accessories at all leading electrical shops nationwide. For bulk purchase, call 024-337-4034, 024-467-8015. San Cablo, Lighting Africa. San Cablo from Side Go House. Now we be the plug.
Let me say good morning to my senior from Mali School, Ken Krakani, who's listening, and says I always remind him of
those days.
Yes, Ken Krakani, good morning to you. But you know, Bank of Africa invites you to reactivate your dormant account today. Discover their refresh range of products and services, from the enhanced SME support facility to the convenience of a USD debit card, credit card, and much more. Updating your account is easy. Simply visit any Bank of Africa branch with your Ghana card. For any assistance, call Bank of Africa on 0302 429 333 or 0302 249 690. Bank of Africa, strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Let's talk water tanks. You know the secret to real water storage. It's simple. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, it's not the correct tank. That's right. The tortoise tank, Syntex tank, is the champion of water tanks. It is strong and durable and built to handle our Ghanaian weather. Rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So my people, go outside, check your tank, and if it doesn't have a tortoise on it, it is time to upgrade. Join the Syntex tank family today and enjoy water storage that is tough like a tortoise. Call 0244-335-168 to buy now or find one of our 400 agents nationwide. You can shop also online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
Now let me tell you about the China-Europe International Business School, CEIBS, which offers world-class executive education for ambitious leaders and entrepreneurs. It's Global EMBA in Shanghai. toured across 12 countries, Kwaku Asante, with unmatched global exposure, ranks number 2 globally by Financial Times and has remained in the top 2 for 8 consecutive years. The full-time MBA, also in Shanghai, shapes future-ready professionals and is ranked number 1 in Asia for 10 consecutive years and number 8 globally. I'm thinking of, Charlie, I have an MBA already. Maybe I'll go and try the EMBA. In Ghana, the Advanced Management Program equips senior executives with strategic leadership capabilities, while the Owner-Director Program empowers family business leaders as directors to scale sustainably. The Women Entrepreneurship and Leadership for Africa, a WELA program run across Ghana and Nigeria, supports female leaders and aspiring entrepreneurs to build strong structures and systems for business growth and scale. Join SEEBS to gain global insight, practical skills, and a powerful alumni network. To accelerate your impact, for registration and inquiries, contact 0544 315 238 or visit SEEBS, that's ceibs.edu/Africa.
Give your business the competitive edge it deserves at Dawa Industrial Zone, a world-class industrial park spread across over 2,000 acres of prime industrial land with modern infrastructure, strategic connectivity, and a thriving ecosystem of manufacturers, heavy industries, automotive industries, textile production businesses, logistic companies, and food agro-processing enterprises within a well-segmented industrial zone. Dawa Industrial Zone is the ideal destination for growth and expansion. Position your business for success in one of West Africa's fastest growing industrial hubs. Call 0552 040 000, that is 0552 040 000 today, or visit www.diz-ghana.com. Dawa Industrial Zone, where industry thrives.
And Total Energies announces for the information of the general investing public that the 50th annual general meeting of shareholders of the company will be held in person as well as virtually and streamed live to all shareholders from the Wesley Towers number 3 Ambassadorial Enclave, Accra, near Total Energies House or the Methodist Church headquarters on Thursday, 25th June 2026 at 11 a.m.
Franco is your leading mobile phone accessories and electronic retail outlet. Purchase items such as Nokia, Samsung, iPhone, smart TVs from 32 to 100 inches. Franco air condition ranging from 1.5 horsepower to 2.0 horsepower and 2.5 horsepower. Chest freezers and electric and refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, blender, generator, gas and electric stove, CCTV camera functions, monitor video anytime and anywhere, on screen display, OSD menu, easy configuration, 3-in-1 video audio control, all-in-one composite signal, IP67 weatherproof and high reliability, and all other mobile phone brands and accessories from all our shops nationwide at up to 40% discounted prices on our digital platforms. Call us on our official numbers 0246 423338, that is, and then 055-939311, 0302225651, or download the new Franco trading app, Franco, on Google Play Store, or you can visit our website at www.francotrading.com. Still, phone Papa Pafi.
We could say my salary deserves better.
My salary deserves better.
So switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy amazing benefits, lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. It's time to switch and smile wider with Fidelity Bank. To learn more, contact them on 0800 00 3355 or visit fidelitybank.com.gh or connect with them on social media at Fidelity Bank GH. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Are you planning a trip abroad? Do not wait until you are stranded in a foreign country. Get covered with Glyco travel insurance before you fly. From medical emergencies and flight delays to lost luggage, Glyco has you covered every step of the way. Visit any Glyco Live branch today or call 0555 305 547, 0555 305 547. Travel smart, travel protected. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
And you know, Dr. Cynthia Adokwe Tego, I beg your pardon. Hey. No, this is Adokwe Tego. Not Papa, Adokwe Tego. Once I say Adokwe, Papo comes at once. Says, hey, you people, this your selection is my dad, so may his soul rest in peace. You can consider playing it for the older dads at the Father's Day Out program. Okay. Well, Dr. Cynthia Adokwe Tego, come with Mr. Come with him. So you buy a ticket for the two of you, and we'll meet there and we'll continue the conversation. We'll return with sports and birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show.
Okay, baby, it's still a big head. Let not your arrow from your bow.
Charlie, dream I'm nice. I get some serious meeting. Allah, motion. But Charlie, no credit today. Oh, but you relax. Momo day.
Hey, what funny.
Yes, so I borrow small, sort myself out, I pay back. We move. Sport day. Ah, Charlie, you sure say you dey pay back? Yes, so that anytime somebody else they need them, Momo day. Be like I for can't borrow some more. Hey, you this boy. Don't go there and disgrace yourself. Allah, motion.
Responsible borrowing be the real flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort them, pay back. Momo Day.
For 130 years, Standard Chartered has been there for Ghana and for you, supporting your financial aspirations and driving your business ambitions, opening doors to new possibilities, turning small dreams into big realities, and bringing banking to the palm of your hands. For 130 years, we have been there, empowering the next generation to soar higher. And as always, we believe we can achieve even more together. This year, as we celebrate 130 years of operations in Ghana, we look into the future with you because we are bringing 130 years of expertise to power your wealth and business ambitions, 130 years of heritage to power your aspirations. Let's partner for progress. Standard Chartered, here for good.
When truth is stranger than fiction and myths spring to life, and the shadowy mysteries of a long-forgotten era become your present reality, your imagination will usher you into a realm of head-spinning reality beyond what the mind should know. Amane Adisa of Monsters and Gods. Download from the Akraba app now on iOS or Android.
Welcome back. Time now for birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa, BOA Pay from Bank of Africa offers a hassle-free solution for fee collection and other payments. Call us or chat Fafa at boaghana.com for details. And Franco Trading Enterprise Steel, phone Papa Fear. So today is the birthday of the producer of the Super Morning Show,
Samuel Odame.
Yes. Sammy Odame.
Yes.
Sammy, I know you're on leave, but still, when you do the party and you invite us, we'll come.
We'll come. They leave there, no.
So today too fell on your day. Okay. It is you are a Friday born.
Aye.
Yes.
Samuel Kofi Odame.
Yes, Samuel Kofi Owusu Odame.
Hey, he has one of my names. Owusu.
Yes, Owusu. Now you are admitting your names. Continue. So happy birthday to you, Sammy Odame.
Yeah.
But today is also the birthday of the former Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana. That is Godfred Yeboah Dame.
Another Dame. Okay,
yes.
Dame or Dame. Yeah.
Yes. So happy birthday from you for you to you, Godfred Dame. This one says, kindly wish Godfred Dame a massive birthday from Dame and partners, where he's the senior partner, and grand wishes to the former chief of staff, Frima Akusio Pare, who celebrates her birthday today as well. It's from Kojo Frimpong. You know him as Shakes.
I know Kojo Frimpong.
Yeah.
Kojo Frimpong.
This one says, kindly wish my friend Jolalian Kobla Gabriel Gakbu a happy birthday from Timothy Goba to you. Okay. I think we can get into the Sports Center then.
Yes.
It's proudly brought to us by
MTN.
Switch to MTN's
Achukoliko.
Download my MTN app to go seamless today. Standard Chartered Bank. here for good. And DSTV, you know, the biggest football tournament is here, and DSTV is giving you front row seats to all the action live as the FIFA World Cup 2026. And it's that time when everything can wait. Even sleep can wait. DSTV, your home of entertainment, and Hisense everyday prices for everyday people.
For over 130 years, Standard Chartered Bank has been more than a bank. We've been a partner in progress, from helping establish Ghana's financial system to building business and connecting them to the world, from helping generations grow and protecting their wealth to powering innovation and helping communities thrive. Today, we stand on 130 years of heritage to power your ambitions and unlock opportunities. 130 years of expertise to drive cross-border connections that move businesses forward, support your financial and wealth aspirations, and to sustainably impact communities. As always, we believe we can achieve more by partnering together. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Now, I am told that there's actually an accident around the old Shangri-La. You would know. Kwaku, you know old Shangri-La, right?
Yes.
There's an accident there. That's the Medina-bound stretch.
Yes.
And it's creating huge traffic. So maybe if you're going there, you probably would try alternative routes. But I'm told there's a huge traffic there. And this message says, Winston, a truck loaded with crates of beer is overturned at Shangri-La bus stop. The traffic is bad all the way to Association School. The police is managing the situation, but alternative routes are advised. But you know, queuing for your favorite wache, well, we can accept that. If there's one thing Ghanaians can relate with, it's queuing. Queuing for trotro, we accept it, not like you have a choice. But one thing you cannot queue to do is just to swap your MTN SIM. Charlie, swap your MTN SIM in minutes. Visit the My MTN app or dial *333# to get this done ASAP. No more standing, no more sweating, no more who be the last.
Electronics and home appliances at unbeatable value. Choose Hisense, Ghana's trusted brand for innovation, quality, durability, and affordability. Hisense offers a wide range of products designed to enhance modern living, including world-class televisions, refrigerators, chest freezers, air conditioners, laser TVs, gas cookers, washing machines, smartphones, sound systems, water dispensers, microwaves, blenders, rice cookers, kettles, irons, air fryers, and much more. Whether you're upgrading your entertainment setup, equipping your kitchen, or creating a smarter and more comfortable home, Hisense delivers cutting-edge technology for every lifestyle. As a leading electronics brand in Ghana, Hisense stands behind the quality and reliability of its products with up to a 5-year manufacturer defect warranty, giving customers peace of mind with every purchase. Visit any Hisense showroom nationwide: East Legon, Kisseman, Achimota Mall, North Industrial Area, Accra Opera Square, Accra Tudu, Dansuman, La Paz, West Hills Mall, Broadcasting, Kaswa, Bachuna, Junction Mall, Tema Community 1, Tema Community 25, Amrahia, Afienya, Mataheko, Hacho. Also Kumasi City Mall, Kumasi Edum Post Office, Kumasi Tafo, Kumasi Tanoso, Mankesim, Takrade, Takwa, Obuasi, Koforidia, Hohoi, Sunyani, Techiman, and Tamale. Or call 0302-550-000. For more information, visit hisense.com.gh and follow Hisense Ghana on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, and YouTube. Hisense, best for quality, best for durability, best for energy efficiency, best for affordability, best for style, best for technology, everyday prices for everyday people. Achukoliko, time for sports.
Kwaku, Asante, where's my meat?
Oh, the meat is coming. Did you watch Ivory Coast yesterday?
Yes.
You were sleeping or you watched?
I
did you see
saw
the quality?
excerpts of it.
Champagne football.
Yes.
That used to be how we used to play as Black Stars. The past to
where
do it.
Where have you been?
No, but we have those days. Black Stars used to play.
No. I'm saying
football.
that where have you been?
I'm here. I'm here.
It's like you after AFCON 2017, you went into coma.
Yeah, but since then we have not been. So 10 years now we've been playing terrible football. We should continue like that. Those days,
but no one.
Asamoah Gyan, Michaelasian, as a prime Barcelona. Now we play like this one Division 3 football team.
The irony of what you are saying is that the best performing Black Stars team in our time was actually not entertaining.
Yes. I see. The
team that made the World Cup quarters in 2010, it was not entertaining.
Please. But at least we could win.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Victor Wachitamakwe. We're going to stay on the theme of the Black Stars because yesterday they completed their first training session in the United States of America. They would have 2 weeks to train before the group opener against Panama 12 days from today. Here's head coach Carlos Queiroz.
With not so many minutes of training. It is sometimes difficult to aggregate that collectiveness, that chemical that is necessary in the team. So they are big stars, and it is natural that the players, they come and they want to express themselves, they want to do the best, but sometimes without that chemical connection. And it was my goal in the last week with the players that we have in camp, exactly to build that understanding, that belief that together, and if we do it collectively, we can be a very, very powerful team.
Well, speaking of building a powerful team, one of the key protagonists Ghanaians will be hoping steps up is Manchester City forward Antoine Semenyo. Well, he, in this interview with the FIFA media channel for the World Cup, spoke about the early impressions he had of Ghana and why and how playing for England never crossed his mind.
My mum and dad, they never really mentioned anything about England. Obviously, living in England, you get the conversation of, you should represent England, but it was never a conversation I ever had, really. Ghana came in at, when I was 19, 20, so I was never going to turn it down. For my family, oh gosh, it means a lot. Just cheering on Ghana, and they're cheering me on, and yeah, it's great support, and yeah, just love every moment. It's a dream come true, to be honest. There was a lot of talent in the previous Ghana sides, but I feel like now it's coming in with abundance. There's so many positions that we've got covered. There's so much talent in there. I feel like when we do come together, such a special group and just endless talent. And I feel like we can shock a lot of nations. And we just need to prove to the world that we can be up there and compete with everyone else. I feel like that's the only question mark now. So once we do that, that'll be the story, bro.
Well, that's Antoine Semenyo. He's a Black Stars forward, speaking after the team completed their first training session in the United States of America. Well, the opening group game, as I said, is 12 days away against Panama, and then 4 days later, the Black Stars will take on England before concluding the group stage with that match against Croatia 3 days later. Let's stay on the theme of the national team football, this time the Black Queens of Ghana, because a month from now they will be taking on the rest of the continent in the Women's African Cup of Nations. Last time out, the team finished in third place at the Women's AFCON, but the team is undergoing a number of changes. Here's head coach Kim Lasio-Kegrin speaking about the additions that they have made ahead of the tournament.
So there have been a few new players into the group. I started before the Black Queens camp with a local camp, and we saw some talent players for sure. We gave the opportunity to a couple of them. And also we gave the opportunity to Linda Owusu that have been doing pretty well really well in the under-20 national team. And now has signed with Toronto. So we took her for Canada, back to Ghana again. Also, we have Diana from the same under-20. We have Mavis Owusu that now is in Turkey, but she also was a part of a local camp. And also Osman, goalkeeper, that deserved the chance here. So it's good to see some new players, of course, and to challenge the old ones. You always want to have good games.
That's Kim Lasio-Kegrin, the head coach of the Black Queens. Their first game is on the 25th of July against Cameroon. And then the next game, they take on Cape Verde before facing Mali to wrap up the group stage of the Women's African Cup of Nations. So that's it as far as the Black Queens are concerned. Look, we'll come back to talk about football, but let's briefly detour into the Roland Garros and the tennis competition, particularly the women's division, where all the shocks have been taking place. The lady who was the toast of fans, Diana Schneider, for causing an upset or two, yesterday got her backside handed to her when she was eliminated 6-7, 4-6 in the semi-final of the women's segment or category in the Roland Garros. And so Maya Svalinska is now through to the final. She was world number 114 before that contest, and she's the first qualifier to reach a Grand Slam singles final since Emma Raducanu did so some 5 years ago. She's won 9 matches in Paris, having previously only won 2 at any major tournament. So let's hear from Diana, who was speaking and was rather graceful in that defeat.
I'm very proud of myself, what I achieved here. Obviously, a lot of new things, new goals. Overall, the match was very tough. All the kudos to Maya. She played an amazing. I feel like both of us played some really good tennis. Very hard battle. I tried my best and I tried different things. Left it all out there. So proud of the way I played, the way I fought. She played unreal, and she definitely deserved this win today and to be in the final.
Well, Liverpool have also hired a new manager, Andoni Iraola, who signed on a 2-year contract. Here's a manager who says he's excited to start as Liverpool's new head coach.
Really excited to be here, to be the manager of Liverpool. I think you already know, the club is one of the biggest clubs in the world, but I think there is always something more than this, when we are talking about Liverpool. I think there is an identity behind. I think there is a lot of people who care a lot about this club, and this really motivates me. I think it's a great privilege, but also a great responsibility to be here in this position, and I hope I'm at the level and we can enjoy together.
Well, that's the new Liverpool manager speaking there. Winston is here. He's about to sack me from the studio. So I'll quickly tell you that the men's semi-finals are happening today. 12:30. Mensik is taking on Alexander Zverev, and then Analdi takes on Koboli in an all-Italian semi-final affair at Roland Garros today. That one is at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Yes,
hey,
so now you can
the regular, I don't hear the regular names.
So it's just been a tournament of upsets. And Diana Schneider, who people were using to throw others because she was among the tennis players who were eliminating everyone. Well, she also yesterday, as I said, got eliminated. Valenska, up until this year's tournament, as I said, she had only 2 wins at majors. Just 2 to her name at any major tournament.
And where she reached now? Semi-finals?
Yes. And she's managed 9 at the Roland Garros alone this year. So, and she's the first qualifier to have made the final since Emma Raducanu did it in 2021. So that's the explanation for why you are not hearing the regular names there. Everyone is knocking everybody out. But and those who have been knocking the big names out in the quarterfinal and the semis, they are also finding their level. So,
okay. But as for Liverpool, no, it's okay. Andoni Iraola. That's one of the.
That guy is frighteningly good.
Yes, that's one of the guys that
you have to hope that
you had wanted Man United to sign.
Yeah. You have to hope that Liverpool mess up their transfers.
They will actually. He's not club.
That's what you have to.
He's not club to control transfer.
Yes. So if you look at the title that was announced, they said he's the new head coach.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So just like how Arteta started out, so if you do well, then you get promoted. You have a say in transfers, even to the point where, like Arteta has now, you get to a point where you have control of, or you have the final say on what the transfer decisions are. But he's a very good coach.
Should coaches have the final say when it comes to transfers?
When you earn it, yes.
Okay.
When you earn it, yes. The Arteta example is in our face. It picks up the team from nothingness, takes them within 2 years, within 3 years, makes them a team that can now challenge for the Premier League, challenge 3 times, ultimately won it. In terms of Champions League, returns them there for the first time in 6 years. And then at the first time of asking, makes the quarters, then he makes the semis. Last season, he's made the final. That kind of progression will earn you a promotion from head coach to manager.
Can we expect?
And even before he got to this point, for Arteta, I think he became the manager 3 years ago. Yeah. They made him the manager 3 years ago. So that's how come the situations like, I think 4 years ago. That's how come situations like the Aubameyang transfers and all of those, he had the final say and said, this is my way, and the club had to agree. So it's his end.
Okay.
Can we expect the same of Michael Carrick? As I said, you earn it by virtue of the results that you get, but also how you manage the squad that you have and how they respond to the decisions.
Did he convince you as interim manager?
Obviously.
Okay.
A 75% also win rate as interim manager is, you don't beat that anywhere in the world. Nobody, I don't know of a manager, an interim manager who had as many games as Carrick had. I think 19 or 20 games, and ended the season with that number of points.
Okay.
So no, you can't ask for any more.
Okay, so the expectation is that he will do well.
Yeah.
We pray so. Thank you very much, Victor Achutamaklo, which means we can bring you the Business Minute, brought to us by Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Electricals, the generator expert. The Social Security and National Insurance Trust NIT is insisting that the scheme is financially stable and can pay full benefits for the next 40 years. Government statistician Dr. Hassan Idrisu has warned that the recent marginal depreciation of the Ghana cedi could exert upward pressure on inflation in the coming months. And Goldfields Ghana stated that its investment in local businesses is helping create stronger and more competitive value chains in the country's mining sector. And that's all for the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Right, welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And you know, Anointed Engineering Services, they're into the sale of ultra silent, fuel efficient diesel generating sets with size ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. And for every generator you acquire, you will enjoy a 5-year warranty. You also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. Their services included 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental service, professional advice, sale of tower lights and rental. Locate their East Legon branch at 26 Boundary Road, Legon, close to AH Hotel, and head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway, near the Odoko traffic light. Anointed Engineering Service also has 21 branches nationwide, and they're into skill training. They have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals and controls, as well as solar installations, offering 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. So call them on 0243 480334 or 0246 423534. Anointed, the generator experts. And let's get interactive here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief. Cowbell coffee with you every moment. So this morning we're talking about floods, and we're asking, how do we tackle it? Whose duty is it? Okay, let's get interactive. Join us on X, who use the hashtag JoySMS, then on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. But also tell me, what role must you, listening to us this morning, play in dealing with the floods? And the board of directors of EcoBank Ghana wishes to inform shareholders that dividends will be paid for the 2025 financial year following a strong financial performance and EcoBank Ghana PLC's commitment to delivering value to its shareholders and maintaining a resilient financial position. Shareholders are therefore reminded of the annual general meeting scheduled for Wednesday, 17th June 2026 at the EcoBank head office, Ridge, Accra. The meeting will be streamed live at EcoBank Ghana, EcoBankGHAGM.com. And the key highlights will include the approval of financial statements, dividend declaration, and other statutory business. We look forward to engaging our shareholders at the upcoming AGM. EcoBank Ghana PLC, delivering value backed by strong financial performance. EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Telecel, connecting energies, and Cowbell Coffee with you every moment, still focusing on the floods. I'll also tell you how some 140 have been rendered homeless following the fires at Tudu. But if you're a young man looking for opportunities in agribusiness, Today's show is yours. We'll show you how you can do so. You see, sometimes you don't even need money. Sometimes you just need a good reputation to make it in agribusiness. But your money deserves the safest home, and so with Telecel Cash, you're protected every step of the way. No risk, no worries, no long stories, just peace of mind. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app now for safe, secure transactions. Telecel Cash, the safer choice. Send Keke. But you know that moment when the alarm rings and life is already asking questions, campus, office, hustle, dreams waiting to be chased. And those are the moments when you need something that helps you show up and keep going. And that's why Cowbell Coffee stays with me every single moment. Whether you're grinding for that exam, pushing deadlines at work, or cooking up the next big idea, Cowbell Coffee gives you the creamy taste and rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day right and that you can enjoy at any time. Because success doesn't happen overnight. It's the little moments, the early mornings, the late nights, and through it all, Cowbell Coffee Day with you. Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. This is FDA approved. So live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM with me, Winston Amoah. When we return after these messages, we get into a conversation about our floods. But our focus this morning is on how we can solve it. What must you do, and what must the authorities do? We'll be right back.
Auntie T, I beg, fix me go betete Ghana. No gari, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no.
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, with the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you the want them. That *530#, then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich, creamy goodness of Cowbell coffee. Oh, one sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a special feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, my name is Lexus Bell, and EcoBank is revalidating customer information for mobile app transactions to improve safety and convenient access. Customers are encouraged to confirm their mobile app details by texting or calling 0500,000 247 now to remain active. The voice you just heard wasn't mine, it was AI. And if you fell for it then, like play, you could have just been scammed. EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details. Pay attention to the details.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me.
Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat? I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
It's the season of goals, the tense moments, the thrilling moments, the unforgettable winning moments, and now your winning moment could be next. Buy a Samsung Galaxy device from now till July 3rd from any authorized dealer and stand a chance to win Samsung TVs every week. From Galaxy phones, tablets and watches to refrigerators, microwaves, and even an 85-inch Samsung TV to upgrade your matchday experience at home. Visit samsung.txtghana.com after purchase and enter your details to enter the weekly draw, and you could be one of our lucky winners. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, sir. Please check the round tickets you made me purchase for our Canadian partners arriving this weekend.
Something is eating me up though. I still don't know a decent, welcoming place where we can host our guests.
This is no issue at all, sir. Let me introduce you to Ghana's best kept secret when it comes to a perfect accommodation, and that is Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment located at Bawe Zero.
Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment? Tell me more.
Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartments is a destination that everyone instantly falls in love with the minute they enter. They have beautifully designed 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, fully equipped kitchens, ultra-modern stylish living area, high-speed Wi-Fi connectivity, and an elegant rooftop lounge. Anointed Airbnb has 24-hour professional security, reliable standby generator, and an exceptional customer service and more.
Wow! Please make reservations for our guests right now.
Absolutely. If you ever think of a destination for work retreats, vacations, family events, or weekend getaways, always choose Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment. Find them in Accra at Bawe Zero, Faith Montessori, or book ahead on 025-638-9193 or 025-649-2415. Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartments. Class, luxury, and lifestyle redefined.
Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payments, banking has never been this smooth. Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with
in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Play some music, reggae music. Play some music, reggae music. Root rock reggae, this a reggae music. This a reggae music.
upon your mouth.
Super Morning Show. He died for reggae music. Speak the truth and die for reggae music. Man say he died and he died for a righteous cause. He the man died for reggae music. I say the man died for reggae music. He died and he died for a righteous cause. Me brother Bob Marley. King of reggae music.
Your car parked here. This was parked here last night. Before the rains, it's a good working car, but currently it's stuck here with the flood depositing silt in it. And
within about 30 minutes, I realized the place was filling up. So I went inside. My daughter was in, my little boy was there. And then we realized the water was coming through the bathroom. So we started collecting the water out. Then I saw the compound filling. Looking at the level, we have to climb on the kitchen top. And I mean, we were there till around 9 p.m. when we heard another.
Climbed up, standing on the kitchen.
Standing on the kitchen top.
With the family.
Yes, with the family. My older son was at work, so the three of us have to climb on the kitchen top. Till around 9 p.m. when Amoah and the fire service team and some of the neighbors came around to rescue us. So that was when we were able to move to my sister's place, and then this morning. So last night, the 2 deep freezers have toppled over. The fridge was lying flat, and the other fridge was also lying flat. So we have to climb. I was sitting here, my little boy was here, and my daughter was also here. We have to just climb on top.
Morning Show. My God is riding. My God is riding on the wall. Rastafari is riding. Yeah, he's riding on the wall. Whatever you do and whatever you say, yeah. My God is riding on the wall. Yes. Riding on the wall. The chances you take and the mistakes you make. My God is riding on the wall. How fast you go and how fast you break. My God is riding on the wall. Hear what I'm saying. My God is riding on the wall. Rastafari is riding on the wall. The conquering Lion of Judah is bound to break every chain. All Africans say, my God is riding on the wall. Hear what I'm saying? My God is riding. My God is riding on the wall.
It started raining before I came, and I was grabbing something to eat when the door just broke and water kept on coming through the gates.
This door or the main gate?
The main gate.
So the gate was closed?
Yes, please. It was locked.
So what did you do? What happened?
I went upstairs and went to the first room to sleep there.
I see. When the water broke the gate, were you scared? Did you know that it was water that broke the gate?
Yes, please. I was scared and I ran to this window and I was screaming for my mom's worker to help me.
That table there is what?
That's my studying table. My studying table.
With the books on it?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
They are all gone?
Yes. That's my school bag.
Which one? The pink one?
Yes, please. This bed.
This one?
But as it was getting more full, I supported this and got out through this window.
You got out through this
window? I climbed out from here. I jumped and climbed out
from there.
Yes.
Why? You couldn't open the door?
No.
Why?
It wasn't opening because of the water, and mud was stuck under it.
Oh, okay. So you had to go through the... I guess that's your pillow.
Yes, please.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Somebody told me about it when I was still a little boy. He said to me, crime does not pay. He said to me, education is the key. Yeah. As a little boy, I thought I knew what I was doing. Yeah, man. But today, here I am in jail. I'm a prisoner. I am a prisoner. I am a I looked all around me, but to see nothing but four gray walls staring at me. The policeman said to me, son, they won't build no schools anymore. All they build will be prison. They won't build no schools anymore. All they build will be prison. They won't build no schools anymore. All they build will be prison. 'Cause today, yeah, I am a prisoner. I am a prisoner. I'm a prisoner. Yeah. I asked the policeman and said, how much must I pay for my freedom? He said to me, son, yeah, they won't build no schools anymore. They won't build no hospitals. They won't build no schools anymore. They won't build no hospitals. All they build will be prison. All they build will be prison.
And you still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Lucky Dube with Prisoner. I mean, I'm loving the reggae vibes this morning, and I know there are many of you who are loving these vibes, sending loads of messages. We'll share all of them here on the Super Morning Show. But look, Kwaku, I'm concerned because the sound that you just heard talks about how a little girl in the house and the floodwaters. Kwaku, I was driving on Wednesday night with my son, and at some point in time, I was happy when he slept. I was happy when he slept because, Charlie, what we were seeing, the only part that I was happy he saw was because he was in the car with his teacher.
Yeah.
The teacher was telling him, have you seen what we've been telling you in school about waste?
Yeah.
Look at all the plastics
Yeah.
floating.
Yeah.
It means people are not disposing of their waste properly. And he said, yes, I see, it is true. I was happy he saw that. But look, people were suffering. And he kept asking questions until he finally fell asleep. But imagine being in your home.
Yeah.
You're just home, and then because of the floods, your wall breaks.
Yeah. The damage, the
and the trauma that little one would have to live with for the rest of her life.
Your life, yeah.
The fact that she was home sleeping, and all of a sudden, their home is gone. Listen to this.
It started raining before I came, and I was grabbing something to eat when the door just broke and water kept on coming through the gates.
This door or the main gate?
The main gate.
So the gate was closed?
Yes, please. It was locked.
So what did you do? What happened?
I ran upstairs and went to the first room to sleep there.
I see. When the water broke the gate, were you scared? Did you know that it was water that broke the gate?
Yes, please. I was scared and I ran to this window and I was screaming for my mom's worker to help me.
That table there is what?
That's my studying table. My studying table.
With the books on it?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
They are all gone?
Yes. That's my school bag.
Which one? The pink one?
Yes, please. This bed.
This one.
But as it was getting more full, I supported this and got out through this window.
You got out through this
window. Out from here. I jumped and climbed
out
up.
from there.
Yes.
Why? You couldn't open the door?
No.
Why?
It wasn't opening because of the water, and mud was stuck under it.
Oh, okay. So you had to go through the... I guess that's your pillow.
Yes, please.
Kwaku?
Yeah.
And that's the pain people had to go through. You know, if you don't experience it, and at first hand, I've covered some, flood related stories, of course, as a young journalist, you're thrown into all of these things. But when I drove through the flood water, when I experienced the pain, that people were going through, I understood how it was. And at first hand, I said, we cannot continue like this. Let's get on to the phone lines. And Andrew Chiwite is the Vice Chairman of the Roads and Transport Committee in Parliament, and also a member of Parliament for Solar Tuna Kaba. I like that constituency. Solar Tuna Kaba. I used to have a conversation with the former member of Parliament on this all the time. Honorable Chiwite, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston. I'm happy you like my constituency.
Oh, yes. I like the constituency. Years ago, the Honorable Bayon used to Bayon, yes, used to call the former MP Honorable Tuna Kaba. He would never call him by name. He just calls him Honorable Tuna Kaba, and then so that's the first time I heard of the constituency.
With you,
great. But I mean, you've been with the Works and Housing Committee before. Now you're Vice Chairman of the Roads and Transportation Committee in Parliament, and so this is an area that concerns you. Now, for years we've spoken about Accra and its flood. At some point we say this must stop. As members of parliament, you are our representatives. We have sent you there to do a job for us. We've sent you there to make sure that the right things are done. What are you doing to ensure that for once the appropriate authorities deal with the flood problem?
Winston, thank you once again for having me, and let me say good morning to all our listeners. This is a very difficult question for me to answer. To a problem that has existed for many decades. And sometimes when people say Ghana, we are not learning, you tend to believe them. Because the flood issues, it's not just last 2 years, or this year. So, as a people, like you said, when are we going to say, no, let's rise up and put a stop to this? I'm a parliamentarian. When I served on the Western Housing Committee, we did a lot of visits to understudy other areas. We learned, we came, we made reports. And sometimes I don't know how difficult it is for us to implement those reports. The challenge we have as a people is just implementation, enforcing of laws, and partly the committee. You see, we make the laws. We have very fine laws that we have made. But when it comes to implementing the laws, that is where
Honorable Chiwete, is that not where Parliament comes in, making sure the laws are implemented? Not just the passage. Hold on.
Parliament does not implement laws. You know that.
Hold on. Not just the passage, but as check on the executive. If the executive is not doing the right thing, you can get the executive and compel them. Where you think they have failed, you can even pass a vote of censure and say, you have not performed, go home. Why are we still where we are?
Well, fortunately, the solution now is that we have the Assurances Committee that does public hearing. And so with what is happening, I am sure the minister responsible for Western Housing will be pulled before the Assurances Committee very soon. And so when he appears before the committee members will question him to find out from him how he's dealing with the long age problem. The Assurance Committee can hold the Hydro Authority CEO before the committee and query him, let Ghanaians listen to him, what plans he's put in place as an authority to help the ministry solve this, long age problem.
Okay.
You see, like I said, at a point we are limited, but I think, we need to also wake up and do our monitoring bit.
And while we wake up to do our monitoring bit, the other point, and since you are vice chairman of the Roads and Transportation Committee, what we saw yesterday, on Wednesday, and as I drove stuck in traffic for about 5 hours, there was something I saw. Most of our drains are very small.
Exactly.
And so, once it rains heavily, the water gets onto the road. And that's it. What is the committee doing in ensuring that going forward, we have drains along roads that can contain flood water?
You see, there's no collaboration. That one is a fact among the ministry. If not road construction, we should have the Western Housing Ministry be part. Then we have even the Energy Ministry. We have the water resources coming together to ensure that we plan our road systems such that we have very good drainage systems. Like you said, the gutters that you see, very shallow gutters that cannot contain just a minute rain. You see, some of the roads that we see are very old roads. Houses very close to the road. And provision has not been made for the inflow of water onto the road. And you see, And the houses by the roads are all paved. They have pavement blocks all over the place. And so the little drops of rain, the water has no place to go to. So the water is compelled to go onto our roofs. And so we just have to be deliberate in doing our things. And I think as citizens, we also just speak and we drop it there. We don't act. Look, I know we know what it takes to solve some of these problems. As a private man, you have the right to take certain things to Parliament. You can even write to the committee and indicate certain things that you think that are not going right.
Yes, and that's why I'm asking the committee. Okay.
But we all see these things and we overlook them. And you see, despite those narrow roads, the people who live close by will not even allow the small gutters to contain only the water. When it's raining, they push out their it's that small gutter that cannot even contain the water.
Okay.
So I think today, you blame Parliament, you blame government. What about the citizens who have deliberately narrowed the gutter the more? Elsewhere, they have stopped constructing open drains. They are all covered drains. You see, you walk on drains without knowing that there are drains under. But in Ghana, if you do it, all will be choked because people will push certain materials under it and it cannot flow.
Right.
And so we have a problem as a people, not just as government or members of parliament, but the whole country. We have a problem that we all have to sit down and see how we can fix ourselves. Then we can push our government, we can push our members of parliament so that when they make the laws, Parliament will also monitor and ensure that the laws are implemented to the letter. Look at what is happening in Greater Accra here. When the Greater Accra Regional Minister and her team moved around to demolish, I'm sure you follow social media. You saw how people insulted her as if she gave permit for people to go on
Honorable Charity, the point. Yes, people. Yes, nobody supports insult, but the questions people asked, the fact that so people just don't get up and build overnight. If when we read Chinua Achebe, it says the bird has learned since hunters have learned to shoot without missing, it has also learned how to fly without perching. If people build in the night, you grab them in the night. You don't say that people these days they build in the night. Of course, they are doing the wrong thing. They'll build in the night. But the questions people asked was, where were the assemblies? Where were the authorities when these buildings started? You just don't show up over one day and say, enough, we're going to demolish. But they say, make sure they don't build in the first place. I'm sure they're not asking for too much, are they?
Yes. People build, not animals, human beings.
Yeah.
Yes. And when they start to build, they build in communities. Community members who have settled there for long, who have not experienced any flooding, will sit down and watch the developers develop in the night. They will even report. And so when there are problems, then the ministers walk out and then they see those things they want to develop. They're accusing them that, where were you? There are some of those buildings that were built many years ago, but then Linda was not the minister.
Exactly. But you see, the governance is a continuous process.
Hold on,
Honorable MP, you'd understand.
Yes.
Governance is a continuous process.
Yeah.
The district assemblies and the regional coordinating councils, they have offices that have been put in place to ensure the right things are done.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the district assembly, the works department, physical planning department is supposed to ensure that if you don't have, a permit, you don't build.
And so why blame the politician alone when the technocrats are there?
No, I am not blaming the politician. I am saying the people have asked questions of our system. And it's important we deal with the system. Because if we bring in the politician, we will miss the point. I am not interested.
And that is what we are missing.
I am not interested in the politician. I am interested in the system. So I ask, why has the system not dealt with this all this while? So, why has the district assembly, in this case, Tema West Municipal Assembly or maybe Tema Metropolitan Assembly, why has the assembly been unconcerned with this? Because we see pull down structure, produce permit, and people are building. there are times that even a man without a professional eye can see that this area is a water retention area, and people still build there. But Honorable Charity, you know what we're going to do? This is just the beginning of the conversation. One of these days we'll bring you in studio so we can have a longer conversation. Thank you very much for joining us.
But we conclude.
Yes.
The system is corrupt. That is the only thing. The system is very, very corrupt. Not just the politician, but the whole system is corrupt. The man who gave out the permit is a corrupt person. Just because he took some 100,000 or 10,000 cedis from the developer, he would issue the permit for the person to go and build. The chief knows that place, the building, the person has come to build is not appropriate. But the chief is corrupt because the chief wants money, he's taking the money. So the whole system in our country, we just have to look at it.
Okay. We'll have a real look at the system. Thank you very much. The Honorable Andrew Charity, who is Vice Chairman of Roads and Transport Committee, formerly, also Vice Chair of the Works and Housing Committee. Still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. But like I told you, Kwaku Asante, if you're a young man seeking opportunities in agribusiness, if you want to do something and don't know where to start, I'm excited about this conversation because by the time we're done, you would know where to start. All of this coming up after these.
It's Gold Rush season at Compu Ghana. The ultimate football season is here. The crowd, the cheers, the vuvuzelas are active. This World Cup season, the match isn't just on the pitch. Bring it home. Now is the time to buy your crystal clear televisions, powerful soundbars, and home theaters, laptops, phones, and projectors at unbeatable prices. This isn't just discount sales. Spend $1,000 cedis or more, and you are in the raffle to win a 100-inch 4K TV, phones, laptops, and more. Rush now to any Compu Ghana showroom or shop at CompuGhana.com. Call 0302-752020 or WhatsApp 0243-143-143. Compu Ghana Gold Rush season, the ultimate football experience.
In Ghana, planning ahead is something we grew up with. It's in the small things. Filling your barrels and buckets just in case the taps don't flow tomorrow. Parents buying school shoes 2 or 3 sizes too big so you can grow into them. Or wrapping your books carefully so that they can be passed down to the next child. It's how we've always looked out for the future. Quietly, thoughtfully, every day.
For 20 years, we've understood what Ghanaians have always known. Planning today secures tomorrow. It's the reason we provided life insurance solutions for every aspect of your future. Star Life didn't introduce planning ahead, we only made it better. Why? Because it's who you've always been. Star Life, your solid partner for life.
We are Star Life, your solid partner for life.
Life no be predictable, but with Ayo, you secure yourself and get up to 16,125 Ghana cedis to support funeral expenses and up to 322 cedis 50 pesos daily hospital cash benefits when life surprises you or your additional family members. For a premium as little as 396 Ghana cedis for a whole year, you can add up to 6 family members to your Ayo annual policy. You can pay your premiums, renew your policy, and manage your cover right from the Momo app. No paperwork, no stress. Claims are simple, fast, and paid directly to you or your beneficiary via mobile money should an unexpected event occur. Visit the Momo app, select financial services, then insure, and choose Ayo annual cover and follow the prompts or dial *928*101# to sign up today. Remember, your family members must be between 1 to 69 years old, and you as a policyholder must be between 18 to 64 years to sign up on Ayo. Ayo, because you care. Underwritten by Sanlam Alliance Life Insurance Ghana Limited, regulated by the National Insurance Commission.
There comes a time in every young guy's life when something changes. The girls in your class, they are not as loud as you thought, and not as annoying either. Their voices sound different now, almost nice, and somehow you actually enjoy spending time with them. Luckily, some things make it easier. Start the moments that matter with Munchie chocolate chip cookies and experience the unmistakable crunch of chocolatey joy.
This advert is FDA approved.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Morning time, the pot is ready. Mama cook it nice and steady. Call your people, call your crew. Oba spaghetti made for you. Come chop, everybody chop. Oba on my table.
This advert is FDA approved.
Mieux qu'être mal accompagné, pas vrai?
The World Cup is coming, and this time you're not just watching it, you're living it. Match Experience Hospitality is giving you front row access to football's biggest stage in absolute style. Think VIP stadium seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and priority access. No stress, no hassle, just pure football luxury. This isn't just a ticket. This is the World Cup experience. With over a decade as an official FIFA sales agent, Match Experience Hospitality knows exactly how to turn a match into a lifetime memory. So upgrade your World Cup. Call 055-155-1119. Visit matchexphospitality.com or walk into any Absa Bank branch, our official banking partner today. Match Experience Hospitality. Don't just watch the game, live it. Match Experience Hospitality is doing this with Absa Bank as its official banking partner and Glyco as your official travel insurance partner.
It's a goal! The World Cup football fever is here. And Electroland Ghana Limited is bringing the excitement of the stadium right into your home with unbeatable soccer promotion. Experience every goal and celebration in clarity, just like you're live at the stadium with discounts on Samsung, TCL, and NASCO Smart TVs. Make every match day perfect for your football watch parties with powerful air conditioners and air coolers, top and bottom mount chest and display fridges, gas cooker, washing machines, microwaves, small kitchen appliances, and more. This is the biggest football promo of the year. Rush to our showrooms and authorized dealer shops or call 050-315-9739. Electroland, bringing the stadium home.
Sasso, sasso, c'est pour me tonton frère. Sasso, sasso, c'est pour me tonton frère. Edrana toi minha buseche, yeah hakasia ne malaria. Minha me pone me sasso spray. Every mosquito start to run away. Sasso, sasso, me se come tonton frère. Come tonton frère. Sasso, come tonton frère. Nani sham ne die e demo strong.
This advert is FDA approved.
A single spark that would ignite the fire of secondary education in Ghana. Cape Coast, 1876. Fantapum is born, and for 150 years, that fire has not dimmed. Walls and floors that made the giants who built our nation men of character, courage, and an unbreakable bond. Brotherhood that could only be forged in Kwabuchi. This year, the school does not simply mark an anniversary. We roar! Fantapum at 150. A century and a half of leadership, impact, and Genshakan is the lead again. This November, the world converges Cape Coast for the biggest gathering of legends. Hashtag Fantapim 150. Proudly powered by KGL, Multimedia Group, and Margins Group, with stakeholder support from the school. The Lion turns 150. Pabuche Fantapim, our rock, our fortress, our might.
It's
Rocky, rocker from Zion, I see. Get ready to rock. We are the rockers from Zion, every coast. We're ready to rock. We sing Coco, it's Coco the rock. Coco, it's Coco the Rasta. Coco now, Coco the rock. Coco, it's Coco the Rasta. Somebody is working now.
It's live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and I'm excited about today's conversation as part of our Agribusiness Month. But before I even introduce my guest and what we're going to do, talking about floods, because if you go to Ga East, okay, the boundary or the border between Ga East and Lankwantanan Medina, around from the Pantan village to the Abokobi station. Now, some people have filled that area. We're supposed to be a retention area, water retention area, and have built stores. In fact, I've had members of the church that is very close to that place call me and complain. And yet, the authorities are unconcerned. Then years later, there's flooding, only for us to come back and you're told, this is the problem. What are we doing to ourselves? Well, in the coming days, we'll talk more about this. But this morning, we've been joined by Daniel Akwe, who is Group CEO, Agri Impact Limited. He's joining us via Zoom. And Juliana Santidate is Deputy CEO, Agri Impact in studio. So good morning, Juliana, and good morning, Daniel. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Great. Before we get into everything, I'm excited we're going to be talking about all the opportunities in agribusiness. But maybe I start off with you, Daniel. Tell us briefly what Agri Impact is all about and what you do.
Thanks. Agri Impact is an agribusiness management firm. We provide management services. We manage agribusiness projects. We support SMEs, mentor them and grow them. And we have done this in over 30 countries in Africa and also in the Caribbean. We work along all value chains. We are not product specific. We provide internship services for young people. We groom them. We mentor them. And we also support policy formulation with governments. That will be the basic thing that we do.
Okay.
But one great thing is also our expertise and business in greenhouse production.
Okay.
And marketing of fresh vegetables.
Now, let's look at the agriculture in general. Maybe I do this with you, Juliana. So, for many young people, agriculture is unattractive. It's not that sector, that field that you want to get into. But we also say that is where the opportunities are. Before we look at the opportunities, why do people still look at agriculture as though it doesn't exist or is unattractive?
Yeah, I think it's coming from the historical performance and the way people perceive agriculture. Because there are a lot, if you look at the agricultural sector in Ghana, there are a lot of older people who are the farmers and mostly people think of agriculture and the first thing that comes to mind is production. So they think is the whole, and you take the standard brochure, you see a farmer with a hoe, and so it's that perception that is fueling people's belief that agric is for older people, is for somebody who didn't make it in life. In fact, if you said you wanted to do medicine and you don't get it, then maybe you consider agric. And so it's that focus on the production and low productivity that is fueling people's perception that agric is unattractive. But there's so much more to agric beyond the production of crops. There are so many opportunities along the agricultural value chain. There is services, there's aggregation, there's value addition, there is capacity development, and there are many other things you can do, and even adjacent services that you can provide. And so that's why we need to continuously expose these opportunities for people to perceive agriculture beyond the hoe and cutlass, and also beyond the low productivity perception that people have with the sector.
You know, you make a very important point. And I remember years ago, I was listening to, and I've said this on air before, I was listening to Bishop Gideon Titiofe. He said something I've never forgotten. He says, and you see a lot of young people involved here into cosmetics and all that. He says, if you want to do business, do food business. Because people eat 3 times a day.
Yeah, exactly.
And as they eat 3 times a day, they'll come back tomorrow. But if I go and buy a shoe, I wear it, I probably will buy 4 or 5 shoes and be rotating. But I cannot stand not eating in a day.
Yeah.
It taught me one thing, that if you are involved in food production or agriculture, you would never lack.
Yeah, because you could always eat.
Yes, but even beyond that, and while we're talking about shoes, I was surprised when a man told me that someone was actually involved in crocodile production, just to say that people could use the leather
or
to
bags,
produce
shoes.
bags and shoes and all of that. And until he started developing the business plan, he didn't know it was such a lucrative business. I mean, the amount of dollars you earn selling a crocodile was so much money. So let's look at the opportunities, and both of you would answer this question, but I'll start off with you, Daniel. What are the opportunities, in agriculture and agribusiness? What are the opportunities that exist that for these many young ones who don't want to get into are missing?
Yeah, let me also add to what Julie said. One of the reasons why agric is not attractive to the young people is also our educational system. The students are not exposed to opportunities in the industry. They are not exposed to modernization and how the industry has evolved. If you go to most of the agricultural training institutions, they still talk about hoes and cutlasses. Even if it is mechanization, they will never take any students to the field to go and see what is happening. And they don't also let them see the full benefits of the value chain. So we get students who have done agric, who have done HR, who have done law, who come do internship with us. And when they see all the opportunities in the industry, they are like, wow, why is it that we're not exposed to these opportunities by our lecturers and supervisors? So that's also account to the lack of interest of young people in the space. But where are the opportunities? I mean, we can't list all of them. But if we pick just the rice and just poultry, where are the opportunities in poultry value chain? You can talk about producing birds. And if you want to produce broiler and sell, it doesn't take more than 8 weeks. You are ready to get to the market. Someone will also decide to be a marketer of processed chicken. That's a huge opportunity. So using your TikTok and social media platforms, you can pick one particular processor who is processing poultry and decide to market. And once you get yourself involved in distribution and marketing, that is huge opportunity for you as well. Others will decide that they will be distributors of feed. If you are talking about a young person, that person may not have the resources to go into processing. But at the same time, people who have money and are investors can go into processing and create opportunities for those who cannot afford establishing processing facilities. We have done this in several agricultural value chains, also in rice. Recently, we were talking about snails and mushrooms because we bring snails from Cote d'Ivoire and Liberia, which is not right. We should be able to produce the snail that we eat in the country. Then there's also the agri-tech, where you use digital solutions. We have introduced a program with KNUST, and we have trained over 1,000 young people to use technology, ICT, to provide agricultural services. We have also introduced drone services, how you will use drones to provide agricultural services. So you see the opportunities are very wide. Packaging by itself is also an area that a young person can consider, design and packaging. I'm sure Julie can also add to some of the opportunities.
Okay, Julie, let's look at these opportunities, and I'm happy Daniel talks about what people can do, because at every stage there are opportunities.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when before we got on air, I was telling you about, as a pig farmer, somebody buys pigs from me. In fact, I was in a place and pig farming came up, and somebody told me, oh, there's this company, they do a lot of pork and everything. I said, let me check the company. And I said, but they buy pork from me.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is to buy and they resell.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And when they buy from you, they package it and sell. And I was telling you off air that, if I sell at the price that I sell to them, I'm actually selling it, and I would make between 15 and 20 cedis on a kilo.
On a kilo, yeah.
They would sell it at and make a difference of a margin of 40 cedis.
Mm-hmm.
I, the producer, I'm not getting that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but they would buy from you.
Mm-hmm.
They package it,
Mm-hmm.
sell it, and they're doing very well.
Yeah.
So tell us some of the other opportunities that we may not probably know about.
There are various opportunities. Even if you go back to the seed that we use as the basis of production, most of our seeds are imported, and we are looking for people who want to become certified seed producers. The acreages are smaller, is suited to young people because you don't need a large acreage to start. You get training and you're able to produce certified seeds that will be sold to the program and other farmers around you. And you make a lot more because seeds are much more expensive than grain. So that is an area. If you want to go into services, there are people who are doing produce aggregation. So as you refer to with the pork, you can buy. You don't need to go into production yourself. You can be buying from farmers who are doing either pork, piggery or chicken, and you would now add value by packaging. But you have to look for markets. You have to think about storage. You have to think about distribution. So those are the things that you need to build your capacity in. And then you would create a market. With social media, you don't even need to have a store. You can sit in your home and from the comfort of your home still advertise produce that you have mobilized. And because you have access to those infrastructure, you can still make business. There are people who are selling services. So if you're an accountant, you don't need to have had an agricultural background. You can still make your services available to people who are doing business in the agribusiness space. There's transportation, there is processing. Even on the Happy program, we've come up with over 13,000 small businesses that we've trained our young people to be doing, rendering various services along just 4 value chains, not to talk about the numerous other products and services that are produced in the agricultural space in Ghana. So there's plenty to go around in terms of opportunities for our young people.
Great. And recently I just realized I was at Casa de Ropa, and they produce flour using sweet potatoes.
Sweet potato,
And they do lots of things. They're producing pastries. They have their pizza with the sweet potato flour.
Exactly.
And it presents unique opportunities. But you talked about the Happy Project. Happy Project. Help us understand what the Happy Project is about and the problem it seeks to address.
The HAPPY program, the full name of HAPPY is Harnessing Agricultural Productivity and Prosperity for Youth.
Okay.
So what we are saying is that we want to tackle the problem of youth unemployment. The program is supported by the MasterCard Foundation, and their goal is to enable 3 million dignified jobs for young people across Africa. So the HAPPY program seeks to support that goal and mandate. And what we are trying to do is that we want to use agriculture as the basis, because we believe that if we can strengthen these 4 value chains that we selected, rice, soya, poultry, and tomato, you realize that these are all value chains that we rely, as a nation, we import a lot of products, rice, tomato, poultry, and so we want to reduce our reliance on imports. We want to increase our domestic output, but we believe strongly that once we do that, it opens up opportunities for our young people to get jobs in these 4 value chains. So HAPPY is basically trying to use the 4 value investments, leveraging investments in these 4 value chains to open up opportunities for our young people, especially young women, because between the ages of 18 and 35, and also differently abled persons with disability. We want to use the strengthening of these 4 value chains as the basis to enable opportunities for our young persons, right from seed to market and all the services that come along these 4 value chains.
So looking at rice,
poultry, tomato, and then soya. Yes.
Good, but I mean, so I see this more of a private sector-led approach, right? Why the private sector-led approach, Daniel?
Well, I mean, we know private sector is the engine of growth. We've said it. And when private sector people see opportunity, they jump into it, and they will go the extra mile to invest more and make sure that their investment also survives and not collapse.
Okay.
The reason why we use private sector again is that if today you go and give 1,000 day-old checks to a young person to grow, you will come in 2 weeks' time and you realize your mortality is about 80%. And if for any reason there is disaster, let's say disease, that small or young person will lose every investment that you have made with him or her. So when we get to the private sector, we leverage on that private sector's infrastructure, which a young person may not have. And that private sector, when supported, will now open up the space. We have had the private sector that have gone for loans to put up processing facilities to sustain the business, and by sustaining it, they are also engaging and employing more people. We've had private sector people who have expanded the number of outgrowers that they are working with, and these young people who come on board have sustainable jobs. But it's private sector led, but we also leverage on public sector infrastructure and investment. So our private sector people go to the extent of talking to Irrigation Development Authority to optimize the irrigated lands that we have in the country. Some of the places you go and capacity utilization is about 40%. The private sector will take it, do more investment, and bring utilization to about 90%. In fact, in some cases, it's 100%, and they are looking for more. So it's the same private sector who, after seeing the opportunity, will ensure that he will marshal all investment areas and expand his business and create more opportunities for the young people.
Great. So, I mean, these projects that you talk about, help me understand how it fits into the country's broader economic transformation and food sovereignty agenda.
Okay, so even the selection of the value chains, we selected these value chains because they are priority value chains for the nation, and that's because we are too reliant on imports, and the import bill for rice, for tomato, for poultry is in billions. I mean, just rice alone, even though we've become more self-sufficient from 20 to now around 40, we are still importing maybe 60% of our rice demand from outside the country. Poultry are doing just 10-15%. And the story is not any different from for tomato as well. We used to bring in a lot from Burkina Faso before we had the challenges. So Happy is responding to the over-reliance on imports and to boost local productivity and outputs so that we reduce the amount of foreign exchange we spend on. And also, if you look at the government Feed Ghana program, these are all projects that are looking at productivity enhancement, looking at improving market efficiency, looking at inclusive growth. And Happy is centrally interested in making our programs inclusive for young people, for young women, and persons with disability. And another key feature of the Happy program is also the fact that we brought together leading agribusiness institutions, both from public, as Dan said, both from public and private sector, the Ministry of Agri, Ghana Enterprise Agency, MIDA, and then we have our private sector partners, New Age, Doberman. Okay. We also have civil society groups, TNS, Catholic Relief Services, and it is this consortium and amalgamation of businesses that have all pulled our expertise, led by Agri Impact, to deliver on the program.
I'll get to you, Daniel, shortly for the response from the youth. But I do that. Let me just say that you must shine your eye when you receive urgent emails or messages about your bank account. Fraudsters create fake websites that look exactly like your bank's, same logo, same color, same design. They may send you a link asking you to verify your details or risk losing access to your account. Once you enter your information, they can take control of your account. Before you click, check the link carefully. Some fake links may appear genuine at first, but contain slight differences such as extra letters, missing letters, or numbers replacing words. Others may use long, confusing web addresses or shortened links that hide the real website. Never click suspicious links. Instead, quickly visit your bank's official website for information or contact the bank directly using its official phone number. Shine your eye, spot the fraud, stop the fraud. But these days, some mattresses are being made from all kinds of unsafe materials that are not fit for sleeping surfaces. These mattresses may be cheap, but they can be harmful to your health. Because they don't meet Ghana's safety standards and will end up costing you more. Buying inferior and cheap mattresses may seem like a good way to save money, but do not fall for the trap. If you haven't slept well, you cannot work and think well, and you are ultimately putting your health at risk, which can cause you a lifetime of discomfort and chronic pain. As responsible citizens, we should invest in safe, durable, and certified mattresses, and that's why we must all raise awareness to protect families across the country. Latest Foam remains the tried and tested brand we all love for almost 60 years now. They offer you unmatched quality and durability for every Ghanaian home. Make that smart choice. Talk to them on 0302 231 155 in Accra and then 03220 29365 in Kumasi for all your inquiries, or walk into any of the outlets nationwide for your preferred choice. You can visit them at latestfoamghana.com and their social media platforms. Do not settle for less. Go for quality. Buy Latest Foam or else you do yourself. Latest Foam, your partner for life. But I like this one. We don't talk enough about how stressful it can be to figure out what nourishing breakfast to give kids every morning. And that's why Milo All-in-One is such a great option. It has a creamy, delicious taste kids can't have enough of. But there's more to Milo All-in-One than the rich, milky, chocolatey taste. There's so much goodness in every pack. Just take a moment to read the back of pack and see for yourself. Its important nutrients combined with malt supports energy, release, cocoa for that rich taste, and milk for calcium to support them as they grow. So keep choosing Milo All-in-One, not just for that special taste, but also for the nourishing goodness. Milo, energy to go further. So Daniel Akwe, who's CEO of Agri Impact, tell me how the young ones have been responding to the Happy Project so far.
It's been amazing.
Okay, seems challenging.
It's gradually changing.
Okay.
In the past, you may not have them coming on board, but these days, in some of the areas, we have more young people than we can even accommodate. So, yes, they have responded. The results that we have shown over the years Well, our results that came from the young people, because the private sector is working with the young people. So if we have increased poultry production, for example, you take Aglo, and they have moved from 0 to 200,000 birds in a space of 2 years. The 200,000 birds that they are producing per month is coming from young people, and that is a good response from our youth to the poultry industry. Same as rice, and same as soya. So the response has been very positive. When you go to the agri-tech, that one is amazing. Anytime we open our portal, for example, when we introduce the dronepreneur to train people to use drones to provide agricultural services, we got over 1,000 applications from 13 different countries. So we could do only 50. So the response has been very, very positive. And we can't achieve all these results without the youth at the center. And anything that, like I said earlier on, if you also go to soya, the good thing is that when we say employment or the young people, we are not talking about only urban youth. We are talking about both urban and rural youth. So sometimes when you say, okay, you've created job opportunities or you unlock opportunities for 200,000 people, they say, where are they? We are not aggregating the 200,000 young people in one factory and count them and say this. Some may be in Mion, some may be in Saboba, some may be in Tumu. We are operating in 13 of the country. So that's the space.
Okay.
And
yes, go ahead.
I will want to add that whilst we are talking about creating job opportunities for young people, we also want to encourage consumption of our locally produced agricultural commodities. If you go to Wa, we have the Lamdi farms. In the past, poultry production was not a common occupation in that part of Ghana. But this young man has invested and is in anticipation of that chicken in that part of the country. Same as Agro chicken at Potting. In the past 2023, there was no production. Today, using birds selling on the market, fresh, very healthy, quality, and these are not birds that have been frozen for 2-3 years and have been shipped onto us. We also want people to consume Evivi and Nanes rice. These are locally produced rice. And instead of buying imported rice, and then tomorrow you go on and knocking at the doors of people looking for jobs for your nephew, your niece, your daughter. Let us consume these locally produced agricultural commodities. And as we consume, it provides opportunities for more young people to come onto the program. Well, if we don't consume what has been produced, it becomes disincentive for more people to come on board. It also becomes disincentive for the private sector to stretch and go for more investment to expand his operation. So consumption is very key to us. Gone were the days when you say that local rice, when you are eating it, you have stone, you have sand, you have this. We've passed that stage. I mean, the rice, locally produced rice, are as competitive as the imported rice. Only that imported rice, the farmers get some level of subsidy, so they are able to land it here sometimes slightly cheaper. But even that, local rice producers are also competing on price. So we will want to encourage, and as part of the, we will want to encourage young people to consider promotion and distribution as key business enterprise to engage in. They can pick the processed commodities of these companies that I have mentioned and push them. You go to Sunyani, Yedent is also producing whole range of processed food. it's not difficult to be a distributor. It's not difficult to market Yeden's products. We are also partnering with Dakun Farms in Kumasi. KNUST, we have revived their poultry industry, and they are also producing chicken on site. These are all opportunities. And again, our greenhouse, Fresh Logistics, is also producing high quality fresh vegetables from greenhouses. No gutter water, no contaminated water. Water used for irrigation are purified, and the quality of produce is excellent.
Okay, lots of success stories there, but also there are a lot of young people, because as we wrap up the whole conversation, who've asked the question. Okay, people always tell us, you need to go into agriculture, agribusiness, but the barrier remains access to finance. They say the cost of money is too expensive. So for those people who have always complained and have said they don't have access to money, how can they overcome these challenges? Juliana.
Okay, so Happy was designed to solve this problem. When we looked at how we could help young people, we also had to think about what it would take for them to participate meaningfully. And so the issues about access to finance, we always think that the first problem is access to finance, but believe you me, you can be given money and you will still not be successful at what you do if you don't have the systems, if you don't have the know-how, if you don't have the technologies to be able to use the money meaningfully. So what the Happy program has sought to do is to remove some of the significant barriers to participation for young people. What are the challenges? A young person might say, I don't have access to land. Productive land at that. So it's not just land, but irrigated land for rice production. If you walk to Gida and said, I want to farm, they may likely not listen to you. But what Happy has done is that our partners have now gone into partnership with Gida. They've taken over the management of these irrigated fields, New Age Agrocanes, MIDA. And so when you are part of the program, get access to land. You don't need to worry about the irrigated lands. Whatever the program has secured is available for the young person to participate in and to grow what they are interested in rice production. The same with the seed production. In some cases, we've gone to talk to community leaders. We've negotiated for land. Our partners have done so. And so if you're a member of the community, you would have access to land. One of the things that have brought me so much joy is to go into the rural areas and to see young women who hitherto did not have access to even participate in rice production at all. Now they are doing it, and not on the rain-fed areas where the yields are lower, but they are able to do it on irrigated lands. And on top of that, there's also provision of inputs, there's provision of training and guidance. And so you're able to do it right, because most of the time we don't do things right, and then we realize the optimum yields, and that is when it becomes very unattractive for you to participate. So you don't always need money. If you can have land that you don't have to pay for or pay small rents for, if you can have inputs that you don't need to pay upfront, but at the end of the season when you have harvested and have sold, and you have training so that you do the right thing. When you plant, how much you plant, the spacing, all these things are taught as part of the program. Then you don't necessarily need money to start. And so you can be, if you are part of the program, you get all this support and you can get started. Sometimes even when you have produce on your own, you don't know where to sell it, and that is still a problem for you as a young entrepreneur. If you know that there is this business who is part of program, Ransboat is doing poultry in Sawam. If you are in the Sawam area and you have poultry, you can approach Ransboat and say that I have birds, come and look at it. I want to sell to you. I want to become an outgrower to your company. The same with New Age Agro and all these private sector partners that we have listed. They are scattered around the country, and you need you don't need any special favor. You don't need to know anybody. You just have to approach the companies through our website, through our partners, and you can be onboarded once you fall within the age category. So we will take away the stress.
What's the age category?
18 to 35. And I always say that credit is expensive, so don't go for it if you are not ready. Then we have high defaults, and it even increases our interest rates further. So put in place the systems, learn, understand what you need to do, then go for the facility. And so on Happy, we are training, we are giving them hands-on mentorship, we are guiding them, and we are saying that we are making them ready for credit. After you've done all this and you have tried and you know what you are doing, then you go for a facility. We will help you, guide you, and then expand business. So I don't want us to always think that the first thing you need to start is money. It's not the case. Many people have gone and then they waste it.
Let's wrap it up with Daniel Akwe. So in wrapping up the conversation, once again, what are the opportunities in agribusiness?
The opportunities start from the seed, as Julie mentioned, if you are talking about crops. Seed production, huge. If you take both rice and maize, we import, I might say we might be importing more than 50% of the hybrid seeds that we, and so I want to produce rice seeds. Talk to where you have happy producers. We have private sector people who are also supporting young people to produce seed. And the good thing is that once you produce the seed, they themselves will buy the seed for you. They will give you land, they will give you input. They will work with Ministry of Agri to help you get certified so that you can sell the seeds. And they will buy the seeds from you and give you money to keep expanding your seed business. So seed production is one huge opportunity. Production itself, we can't discount because we need to produce before we can process. So yes, there are irrigated lands, there are rain-fed fields across the country. Once you come on board, you'll be given. Good thing is that all the crops that we are talking about, they are within the space of 3 to 4 months. Rice is in that space, soya in that space, poultry is 8 weeks, tomato in that space. So we are talking about a life cycle of 3 to 4 months. Then you begin to reap your benefit. So there is opportunity there. Then in the same way, when we go into vegetable production, like the greenhouse, you don't need to own a greenhouse to go into the vegetable production. When you are doing lettuce, 5 to 6 weeks, lettuce is ready. You can do simple technology, A-frame, to produce lettuce instead of having shortages of lettuce. If you are doing cabbage, it's 3 months. So most of the agricultural commodities we are talking about have shorter life cycle periods. So these are commodities. We've mentioned aggregation, we've mentioned marketing. Please, if you go to TikTok and go and listen to people and laugh, you can also create content and begin to market some of the commodities on TikTok and IG and the rest. And then you will generate your money. You can approach some of the companies we have mentioned that you want to market their produce. They'll give you commission or they'll pay you for that. That also gives you income. Far better than maybe being at home. Yes, so these are some of the things. I know if I've left some, but Julie can talk up if there's time.
Julie, in a minute, if you are more opportunities as we wrap up the conversation.
Service provision. Okay. We are looking for young people who have training in agri, who can become advisors to farmers. And normally what we do is that we have private agricultural services providers. So what we do is we work with them, we train them, they can provide advice to you, but as they go along, they also sell inputs. So we will link them to input dealers and they become like agents. And they also do produce aggregation. And by getting commission, then you also set up a business as a service provider. Farm services, weeding, spraying, mechanization, tractor services, produce aggregation. There's also an opportunity there, and social media, providing even e-extension services. You can take information, package it, and still make that available to farmers, and also make some margins by doing so. Of produce, storage, warehousing. And then also their digital services. They are doing services even across borders. They are sitting in Ghana and providing services for companies outside of this country. From the Ye Happy, program. So there are many opportunities that people can take, especially our young people and persons with disability. There are so many of them who have come onto their programs. They've been trained in soya making. Some have become extension officers. Some have become soya bean producers. Some are doing data recording, transplanting. That you'll be amazed what a person with disability can do once they've been trained and they are guided and have been part of the program. So there are many opportunities, and for all kinds. I would say that we are democratizing access to agric and agribusiness. So whether you're a rural youth, you are an urban youth, you are educated, not educated, you are able, you have a disability, everybody is invited to be part of the program. And we've done that in 14 regions, 75 districts, and 520 communities across the country. So we are everywhere.
Exactly.
And you can find us through our social media handle, through our partners, and we invite them to approach and to together see what we can do to alter.
Thank you.
And we also want to encourage private people to invest in agribusiness. We are talking about the youth, but the youth may not have the resources to invest. But people who have resources, we want to encourage them. We are there to be with them, guide them, support them to come out with successful business models. Invest in the supply chain activities in agribusiness, and then it becomes win-win. You win as a business investor. Young people also get jobs. Ghana gets food, and the economy develops.
Great. Thank you very much, Daniel Akwe, who is Group CEO, Agri Impact, joining us via Zoom, and Juliana Asante Date, who is Deputy CEO, Agri Impact, who's in studio with us. Thank you very, very much. And folks, you know what to do. Lots of opportunities, okay? In case you don't have money, don't worry. The Happy Project is there for you, and you could be part of it. But, going green is not just about saving the planet. It can save you real money. Install solar panels and cut down your power cost. Get an electric vehicle and reduce what you spend getting around. Switch to energy efficient equipment and lower the cost of running your home or business. And the best part, Absa Bank can help you finance all of it. The Absa Green Finance Loan gives you what you need to make it happen. Walk into any Absa bank, ask about the Green Finance Loan today, and say yes to a greener tomorrow. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters, Absa. But let me ask you, you know this already. Does life stand still for anybody? No, it doesn't. It won't wait for you to get prepared, it just moves on. And the best you can do is to prepare yourself for life instead. How? Well, a flexible policy like the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan to help build a legacy that offers you a cover of up to $300,000 with no underwriting, greater flexibility with no limits to the lives you can cover up to age 80, and an uninterrupted cover, no lapse, enabling you to secure what matters most in the simplest of ways. So just dial *378*3# to request a call for the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan today, and let's get you a plan that works for you and your family. Old Mutual, do great things every day. When we return after these messages, our friends from Fidelity Bank will be joining us. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Joy Sports World Cup Minute with me, Daniel Ranting. 7 African referees have been included in the final list of officials selected for the 2026 FIFA World Cup to be hosted across the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. The expanded 48-team tournament will run from 11 June to 19 July 2026. As preparations ramp up, the World Football Governing Body FIFA has released a list for the match officials for the tournament, with 7 African referees making the list. Leading the list is Pierre Gislan Acho of Gabon, alongside South Africa's Tom Ambongile, Somalia's Omar Abdul Kadir Artan, a trio representing the diversity and growing strength of African officiating. They are joined by Mauritania's Dahani Beida Algeria's highly rated Mustafa Gobal, the experienced Egyptian Amin Mohamed Omar, and Morocco's Jalal Jayed. And that's all for the Joy Sports World Cup Minute with me, Daniel Kranting.
Did you know that Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally? That is why this June, Joy Business and the Super Morning Show, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, bring you the Joy Agribusiness Month 2026 under the theme From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. Week 1 focuses on government policy, trade and financing for food sovereignty. Week 2 explores research, innovation, mechanization. Week 3 examines infrastructure, value addition, youth participation, and agricultural financing, while Week 4 highlights opportunities across key horticulture value chains. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM and Joy News.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried to make them understand. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried, but they just can't understand. I tried and I tried, and the Lord know I tried to make them understand. I tried, I know I tried, but they just can't understand. The more victimization is upon their back, the more foolish they becomes. The more victimization is upon their back, they satisfy Lord for less. I tried, I know I tried, but they just can't understand. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried, but they just can't understand. Oh God, people, when will they ever learn? This one turn them fool, that one turn them fool. So what are they waiting for? Fix up yourself and prepare to meet ya. That you satisfy Lord.
The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
So live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and I love that song by Culture. But this morning, our friends from Fidelity Bank, they've joined us. I told you, Harold Ansa is head personal banking, is here. And Thomas Ishmael J is director, retail segments. We're going to be talking about the just ended Wheels and Homes, expo that ended on the 31st of May, Sunday. Good morning, Harold, and good morning, Thomas. Hope you're all doing well.
Good morning,
Winston. Good morning to your cherished listeners as well.
Good. I was monitoring, when our shows were being transmitted live from the Good Park. And Charlie, I mean, as for the EVs these days. Anyway, look, so 4 days it's gone, ended on Sunday the 31st. But looking back, what would you say were the biggest highlights and achievements of this year's event?
Okay, thanks a lot, Winston. And once again, hello to all your cherished listeners. Yeah, so like you said, it was a huge success for us. The event was a huge success. For the highlights, based on our objective of bringing these stakeholders together to ease the decision making around trying to choose an asset, which connects with a need. For us, we know that we delivered. Based on the feedback too, that also came through, after the event, and even during the event, we also saw that it is a must-do event, and as we did the first time, done it the second time, for us, it's something that we'll continue, doing. And so we've got throngs of people coming through, new to bank customers, and also existing customers also came through. And I would say that looking at the thousands of people that came through and what we are recording testimonials, so far, so good.
I like the bit about so far, so good. But now that you've talked about, going into events, I would want to understand what inspired this whole concept of combining automotive and real estate sectors under one platform, and how has the market responded to this unique approach?
Thanks a lot, and good morning once.
Yes, go ahead.
Good morning once again to your cherished listeners. And listen, this is the second event that we actually hosted. We did one last year, and it was actually inspired by our customers.
Okay.
Our customers, we listen to the needs of our customers. So some of the critical milestones in one's journey typically will be where they abode, where they stay, or where their family resides. Commute is also another critical aspect in terms of people being able to move around. Gone are the days when they say having a vehicle or a car is a luxury. Now it's a necessity.
Yeah, it is.
Additionally, in terms of your lifestyle, you need some basic items at home. So furnishing, consumer assets, as we call it, or electronics, TVs, microwaves, food processors. These are critical things that support the family.
Okay.
And ultimately, protection. So as you create wealth, as you grow, as you build or develop your career, it's important that you protect yourself as well. And that's how come we brought in the insurance partners.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. But the expo attracted a diverse mix of exhibitors, sponsors, and visitors. What kind of impact would you say the event created for the participating businesses and stakeholders?
Okay, thanks once again. So, the whole concept around trying to be an orchestrator, ordinarily banks are known as financial intermediaries, but for Fidelity, we chose a different path. Aside that, we want to be ecosystem orchestrated. So like Harold said, we've brought all the actors together to come and do this. So for the vendors, it was a new opportunity to try and strike new deals, which they did. Some of them logged in some very good deals. And then for also the patrons who came, we are in an era where interest rates, I would say, are conducive. So then it makes the discussion around borrowing easy. So again, Fidelity being the bridge, we also try to do the deals around easy access to finance. And then also you have the other part around the educational forums. So instead of letting patrons also move around and sort of window shop, we also took the lead, had educational forums, and then taught them some financial literacy on how they could make those key decisions, and also some of the key customer segments that we focus on. I think one of the highlights on there was, even though we're having the event here, we made it also relevant for non-resident Ghanaians. Okay. So again, telling the diaspora folk that, look, you've not been left out, you can also participate in this, and how to exactly go about that.
So what was the feedback that you got from the exhibitors, visitors, and partners, and how will that shape future editions of the expo?
Very, very good feedback. Very, very positive. The exhibitors, they were very happy because we've helped sort of expand or scale up their businesses in a way. And one of the main, shall I say, blockers to some of these business deals has been financing. So being the partner, being able to provide a cheap financing or affordable financing for the ordinary purchaser or buyer was very critical for their business. Additionally, in terms of, for you, partnering with Joy FM, being able to also give us the reach that we needed, like you rightly indicated, you were there with us from the beginning to the end. And even post-event, we're still having collaborations with you as well. So from the partners, it's been really good. To our customers as well, the key thing was making it convenient. Being able to, for example, making a decision around buying a vehicle and having a choice of over 20-something vendors at one location. If it's an SUV, you have means to compare. You can test drive. The experience is also very critical, not just going to view the vehicle, but being able to experience it. Additionally, having the experts there to address any concerns, any fears you have. All the technical advice, guidance, expertise, we're also available. And then from our side as a bank, we are also able to provide you the right financing at the right price. Because as Thomas indicated, the environment is right. It's better to borrow now. Rates are stable. So virtually it's the right environment for people to make these critical life decisions.
Great. So following the success of the 2026 Expo, I'm interested in the future. What can the public and industry stakeholders expect from the Wheels and Homes Expo in the future?
Okay. Thanks once again. For Fidelity, in anything we do, we look to trying to make it better. The first one was good. The second one was better. And we're going to improve on this, the third time. And I think one of the key things that we thrive on is feedback. So we've taken a lot of feedback from our customers, taking feedback from the vendors. And in fact, anybody who we touch base with during the event who give us feedback, we are taking all that feedback and we're coming back stronger and better, in the next event for next year.
Great. Well, Harold, so if you could summarize the 2026 Wheels and Homes Expo in one sentence, what would that sentence be?
That's an interesting one. I would rather have a full dictionary or full book to describe this event. Because it's an experiential event. It's an event that is relevant to our customers. Why? Because we listened to their needs and it was very specific, tailored towards addressing that need. To our partners as well, it was a way of expanding their business and helping them to scale up.
Okay.
So for that event, it's an event where it's difficult. It's an experience.
So this is like you're doing a whole paragraph. Hold on for me. All that you've said, I'm going to come back and let you do the topic sentence. That's the major controlling idea in there, right? And the minor support sentences. now that you've decided to go into a whole paragraph, but look, the World Cup fever is on and everyone is getting excited. So CompuGhana says the match shouldn't just be on the pitch. You can bring the stadium experience home, and this is the time to buy your crystal clear TV, soundbars, home theater, smartphones, laptops, projectors, and more at unbeatable prices. Remember, this isn't just a discount sale. It's a chance to win the 100-inch 4K smart TV, cash laptops, phones, and many other amazing prizes when you spend 1,000 cedis or more. Rush to any CompuGhana showroom or shop online at CompuGhana.com. Call 0302 752020. WhatsApp 0243 143143. CompuGhana Go Rush Season, the ultimate football experience. But if you need fuel, make the smart stop at Star Oil, Ghana's largest oil marketing company. With over 240 stations nationwide, Star Oil gives you high quality fuel, great service, and real value for money. And this is why many Ghanaians are switching to Star Oil. And with a Star card, you can enjoy safe cashless fueling and easy expense tracking. Wherever you go, choose Star Oil for your quality and affordable fuels. But if you're planning for the future, well, it begins with the decisions you make today. So save and invest early with EDC to build wealth and retire comfortably. One clear sign of financial growth is when your money starts working for you through steady returns and long-term wealth creation. With EDC, you get professional fund management, flexible investment options, the potential for higher returns than ordinary savings, and financial security for retirement and future goals. Your financial independence is possible with EDC. Sign up today. For inquiries, call 0302 610 400 or WhatsApp 0509 268414. Well, we're talking about electric vehicles not long ago. And so at Drive EVGH, we're not just selling electric cars, we're launching a movement. All electric, all style, zero fuel, zero noise. Charlie, as for the EVs, cut your transport costs by up to 70%. No more oil changes, engine repairs, or long queues at gas stations. Drive now, pay later, no deposit, no excuses. And Fidelity Bank says they'll be willing to support you to get one, okay? Thanks to the amazing bank partners, you get instant approval, great interest rates, and super flexible terms. Want that luxury electric vehicle? It's yours today. And when it's time to recharge, we've got you covered with the X-Charge EV, our blazing fast smart charging network, fully self-serve, app-enabled and going fast across Ghana. So whether you're a smart driver, forward-thinking business, or someone chasing sustainability goals, and SDG success. This is your moment. So, are you ready to ride the revolution? Drive EVGH, Ghana's #1 electric company. Visit our showroom at Burma Hill on the Mahama Road. For inquiries, call 0596 513056 or 0554 136410. Drive EVGH, drive into a sustainable future. Still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.